Test, test, test. What it do? Happy Saturday, y'all. What it do? What's up, Sammy? What's up, Jin? What's up, y'all? I'm on a little bit early today. We didn't show up yesterday. Good morning. What up, Marcus? What up, Chopper? What up, Jules? What is cracking, peeps? What's up, little guy?
I'm gonna be back, bro.
Huh? I'll be back. What happened? He said you're gonna be on the 8. I ended up like laying in bed, not being able to sleep, struggling, like trying to fall asleep. It finally got to a point where it was like 4 o'clock, and I was like, all right, am I just gonna fuck it? Like, should I just drink a bunch of caffeine? And I took some vitamin C, and I also had nicotine. Still went right to bed after that. What's up, Jody? What's up, randomly? What's up, Dolphin? Starting my day with Trump derangement syndrome emotional support meeting. Got it. Guys, my party is totally not fascist, but anybody who doesn't like our president is mentally sick. Totally not fascist, though. I'm your Zim police. Well, I'm happy to have you. What up, infectious? Yeah, I feel well. I mean, I've been up since 2 a.m. now. And I watched the FBI agent get embarrassed yesterday. No. I didn't see that. Mom called, she wants her basement back. It's not true. It's not true. She doesn't want her basement back. Yeah, I've been up all night. Whoa. Ice officer. ICE agent placed on suspension after arrest on domestic violence strangulation charges. Okay, well, if domestic violence, that's just what our police officers do. You need 8 to 10 hours of sleep, nothing less. It's true. It's true. I need my beauty sleep. Ty, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop in the box. Yeah, we totally spaced on this. Guys, tap the screen. Let's get to 10K really quick. The stream's still starting. The more traction we get now, the better for the rest of the stream. Guys, if you love Trump, come up here and tell me why you like Trump. Are you mad at Trump because he took away your SNAP benefits? Guys, honestly, we're tired of supporting red states. Pretty much red states entirely get SNAP benefits from paid for by Democrats. Kind of sick of it. Kind of sick of Republicans mooching off the government. It's rough out there, y'all, carrying Republicans the last 30 years. Financially, emotionally. It's rough stuff. Yellow.
Yo, hey, hello. How are you doing?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
I actually have a prefala of things, so let me pull it up.
Oh, what a things?
A list. I have a list, man. Please don't make fun of my speech. I have a speech impediment. Don't be an ableist.
Sorry, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't make fun of anything. I asked you a question.
Let me pull up my list, please.
Have you seen Trump make fun of people with disabilities? Think it's bad?
Yeah, like Pam Bondi.
What?
Pulling my list up, man. Give me one sec. I want to be factual. Oh, already scamming your fans, I see.
Thank you for the fest party, Mr. Z. Thank you.
W scam.
Guys, if you want to partake in my scam, please send me Cash App, Venmo, PayPal in the bio. Guys, remember, it's not a scam if both parties consent, just like Trump says. If those banks didn't care and they just want to still continue doing business, there's no fraud.
Definitely a scam.
No fraud, right?
You're definitely scamming. All right, let me pull my list up.
What's my scam?
The fact that your body count's only 6.
Are you playing yourself sounds?
What? No, I'm not. That was you. You did that. All right, I have my list right here. So, here we go. Making sure it's all factual. All right, so a lot of the positive things I like that Trump has done is tax reforms.
Are you just reading AI, dude?
No, I'm not. Can I have a debate?
Yeah, you just came in here and you're like, the thing I like about Trump is tax reform. Nobody talks like that. What are you talking about? What tax reform? Dude, if you're going to sit here and do noises, I got to kick you. This is stupid.
No, I'm trying to have a conversation, man.
That's not how... Dude, what?
But you're claiming I'm a robot, so it's like...
I'm not claiming you're a robot.
You are, but okay, so I actually...
Chat, if you're a Trump supporter, you want to debate, hop in the box. Guys, they're not sending their best. They're not sending their best. Guys, I'm sure Republicans... There are some good ones out there, but mostly they are rapists, criminals, idiots, uneducated. Some, I believe, good people, but most of them are idiots. Hello?
Hello?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah,
What do you like about Trump?
those tax cuts. So thankful.
Cool. You make over 360K?
No, but if you make 35K annually, you had your income tax rate cut from 15% to 12%. So what does your stupid old talking point have to do with anything? I'd love to hear it.
Yeah. So the tariffs are in there too, right? So like eventually we are all paying those tariffs. So it's called the Kansas City Shuffle. He bait and switched you. He
Right,
gotcha.
We just had 9% inflation under Biden. Now you're crying about 3% inflation. I mean, it's hard to take you people seriously.
Hold on. What did Biden do to cause 9%?
Well, there's many factors, but one of them was his own policy. The American Rescue Plan fueled inflation.
Yeah, of course. It was a calculated increase in inflation. It was 2%. How much? Where did the rest of the 7 come from?
Right, I said there's many factors like the supply chain.
So you just like kind of were being dishonest when you said Biden
I
gave
said
us
he fueled
9%.
inflation, so how
So
is that
9%.
dishonest?
Listen, I know you have talking points, but you
Yeah,
don't really
you
know
have
how to
talking points as well. The
explain these
first thing you
things.
did was
I
come
get
up
it.
with some fake tax cuts talking point.
I'm sorry. I just gave you the reason why Trump's tariffs are a regressive tax rate.
Actually, no, he got it down to 3% in January, and not by the Inflation Reduction
Take.
Act. That didn't even lower inflation. It was
I'm
the
sorry.
Fed the whole
Trump's got
time. Biden had no
inflation
idea
up.
what he was doing in office. He was one of the worst presidents ever.
I don't think you can substantiate that. You just don't know anything about politics, I guess.
Well, his policy fueled inflation, then his own policy failed to lower inflation.
It
not a
lowered
complete
inflation
failure?
every month after it was passed. It went from inflation went from 9 to 3.
Actually, it
Didn't
went
it?
down prior to it being passed. So can you
And then
explain
it
that?
went
The
down
month
and it
prior.
continued to go down. The reason it probably
how is
slumped
So
before.
what's your evidence that it lowered inflation? Just because it continued to go down, that means it lowered inflation? Actually,
Yeah, I guess I'm doing the
AP News,
causation
Newsweek, they all
correlation stuff that
completely
you're doing.
discredit the policy for lowering inflation. They
I'm
said it
sorry,
had
who did?
Newsweek, AP News,
8?
they both have articles
Okay.
that came out saying that economists say that the policy had nothing to do with the inflation reduction.
Okay, and what you're saying
So you're
is
just bragging
Biden
about
didn't
it,
get
but yet you didn't
9% to
do
3%.
anything.
What brought the inflation from 9% to 3?
The Fed
The Fed, right?
raising interest rates. So what's that
Uh-huh.
to do with that inflation reduction?
It was also inflation came from supply chain shortages. So what we do when the economy fails, because we have a fiat currency, we can bail ourselves out of bad situations and we print some money, or we write some bills and borrow money. And what it does is it causes this much inflation so that we don't have to have like 20 years of a recession. It's a smart thing to do. But when you go around and when Trump
Biden
goes around for
inherited
4
a
years,
recovered
excuse me, when
Biden inherited recovered GDP, so why did he even pass a stimulus?
whatever, because he's been through this before. And what they did when they
And
first
look what he did. He gave us 9% inflation.
No,
with
he
that
didn't give it.
stimulus
You
because
keep
he
saying
inflated
that.
a
You're going to have to
4%
give us
GDP.
the
You don't
rest
know
of
what
the
you're talking
inflation.
about, bro.
You're going to have to give us the rest of that inflation. You keep saying 9%. You're being dishonest. You're lying. And this is what Trump did. This is what Trump trained y'all to do. Trump has trained y'all to think that Biden equals inflation, all of it. He's so bad. It's a disaster.
He caused inflation. He passed a stimulus when he inherited 4%.
Dude, it was
do that.
It was the American Rescue Plan. You when he first was vice president, he already did a stimulus thing, right? Because we had to bail out the last time the economy was shit. And he actually saw with his economists that if he would have done more stimulus, the market would have grown even more. So he said, this time we're doing that. And he did it. And we had the best recovery from COVID out of anybody in the world. So
that's not true.
thank you.
I mean, you could look at Italy, you can look at Japan. I mean, just because
You can't look at Japan. I know you listen. I know you listen to Millie because you listed Japan.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Bub.
Biden talking points, bro.
No, you're listening. You're giving me Millie talking
points.
points.
Of looking it up.
You're incapable of looking things up.
When did America ever have lower inflation than Japan? Never.
Oh, Bubba, I'm gonna help you out, okay? I'm gonna help you out. You listened to Millie say this. Bless your heart, okay?
What you're talking about,
I do. You don't. Hey, Bubba, I'm gonna have to mute you now, okay? All right. The guy's embarrassed he ran. He just brought up Japan having or less inflation than America. Japan's been in stagflation for a while now. That's not a better economy. So if you're stupid and you just think that less inflation equals altogether a better economy, then I don't know what to tell you. Keep drinking that Kool-Aid. Keep watching Millie. She's got like a 3 IQ. I am not going to be Johnny's punching bag. No. Hello?
Hey, Jay. Hey, how are you?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Pickle. No, but I just want to ask your opinion on something. The thing came out today about, who Trump's thinking of replacing as the Fed chairman. And one of the comments they made was he wants them now to consult him when it comes to raising or lowering interest rates, which obviously is not something that they are a separate entity altogether. Yeah. They are not.
Trump's definitely not an authoritarian, but he wants to control everything, including the Treasury.
Right, because if they lower interest rates to where, and they had mentioned, he says, I want interest rates to be 1%. We obviously know that's not even ever going to be a possibility, but, because that'd make him look good. But, I mean, what are the chances that that could actually happen? Because obviously, whoever he picks has to follow him.
That's how he picks all of his
He's gotta be
appointees. Yeah.
Well, they all have to be, the difference between this administration and the last one. This one, they're all a bunch of buffoons, and they're like yes men.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
They're
last one, at
loyalists.
least
They're
a
not
few
qualified.
people-
Yeah.
Right. The last ones, at least they stood up to him, and now half of them are trying to be indicted. But what do you feel about this whole thing with the Fed? I mean, what do you think will be the ending result? He's going to put someone in there that's not probably qualified.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and do a mini podcast about it, but yeah, I think it's obviously corrupt.
The only other thing I'll say is I know you want MAGA people to come up, but the only other comment I'm going to make is, I've listened to you for a while. You're a real smart guy, but the thing is that these people that come up, these MAGAs, the ones that support him, they have average IQs of about 40. They're not very bright, and they don't have receipts to back up all their claims. So I don't think you're ever going to get anybody that's going to be of any intelligence that's going to be on his side, because anytime they go and they deviate, they just talk about what Biden did bad. We're not talking.
Yeah.
Biden's not the president anymore.
Yeah.
Anything that goes on now is just, they blame anything bad. They're blaming Biden. Biden isn't in office.
Yeah. Hey. Listen. I don't want to compare and go on a tangent, but I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day. I appreciate you hanging out with us.
No problem. Thanks again.
Sorry, guys. If you come up here and just kind of like trying to add something and trying to be a friendly, it actually like really hurts my channel, especially when we're so early in. So please be kind. Don't do this to other creators if they're trying to do debates. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
Well, I like there's a lot of things I dislike, but there's a lot of things I do like. I like that he's combating the far left with their crazy far left ideologies, like having transgenders in women's bathrooms and sports. Like I feel like I used to be like
Jerry.
pro Democrat.
Jerry.
Damn, can I?
No.
Can I
You
make my
can't.
argument first?
No. Tell me one politician pushing for that.
Tell you one politician,
Yeah.
Obama.
Pushing for.
You forgot what happened in 2016?
He legalized gay marriage.
No, I'm not talking about gay marriage. I don't have a problem with gay people. If they
Okay.
can marry who they
What
want.
happened in 2016?
Okay, so the bathroom access became a national political issue during a fight over state laws like North Carolina HB2, right?
Yeah.
And then in 2016, the Obama administration issued guidelines. I mean, interpreting Title, was it one Title One? I forgot the title called, but it was to protect transgender students' access to bathrooms on gender identity. Right. So around this same time, the Democratic Party clearly aligned himself with delusion, brother. And this is why
I'm glad you. Hey, hold on. I love you for this, dude. If that's delusional, you got to find yourself a new president now. I love that.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about this.
If Caitlyn Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower and want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using any bathroom she chooses.
That is correct.
What a radical leftist. Oh my God.
What year was this? Whoa, what year was this? Hold on.
This was 2016.
That has to be AI.
It's
no
not
way.
AI. This is uploaded in 2016. Bub.
Oh, well, he was pandering to get in. And then once he got in, he actually
No.
went against that.
This was his genuine opinion here because he let her do that. And now that he found out that bigots like you love this shit and you're buying into it and all of a sudden it's our fault. None of us have done anything about this. No one speaks out about this. No one's rallied on this. I don't know. If you want to start othering people and doing segregation again, unironically as a black person, let's do it, bub. Let's do it.
I'm glad now. Now I'm glad you're saying that. See, I used to think the because the Democratic Party, bro, is the party that my ancestors been telling me to vote for since I was a kid, right? And they used to convince me, my grandmother, this party is the party of civil rights. This party is the party of progressivism.
You
right?
just listed another civil right we did, and you hated it. But
Let
go
me
on,
respond,
King.
brother.
Go on.
So this is where a lot of white liberals lose, because the fact that y'all equate transgenderism with the black plight is why you guys lost the goddamn election.
That's not
right?
true.
Because it's not the same. Transgender
It's
people
worse
in the United
right
States
now.
doesn't have.
It's worse right now. Yeah, they are definitely
Are
worse
you
now.
So
In
you're
a
saying
worse position
transgender
than
go
you
through
are?
Worse things than black people in 2025? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm saying yes, they are punched down on and oppressed and killing themselves at a higher rate than y'all. Yeah.
They're killing themselves. What does that got to do with them having a harder plight in the United States than
We're
black
sitting up here talking about them as if they're not in the room with us, dog. This is what y'all do, and you're so insensitive to them, and you're like, they get to use the bathroom.
So let me ask
It's
you a question.
gross.
So Caitlyn Jenner, before he transitioned, right? Let's be transparent in this conversation. All right. Before Caitlyn Jenner transitioned to to a woman, right? He was a straight white man, right? So y'all pivot, y'all position straight white man is a problem in the United States, right? So he was a problem in the United States for 60. Let me give you my last thought.
She's still a problem.
Hold on. White straight men is the problem in the United States. This is Democrat premise, right? So he was a problem for 60 years. He puts on a dress and don't cut it off.
She's still a problem.
Hold on.
I see where you're going with this, dude. This is not a fucking giant stage where you get to do a performance. Get on with it. Fuck.
I literally was talking for you got it, brother. You want an echo chamber. I get it, brother. You want an echo chamber.
I debate people for a living. Echo chamber my ass.
You don't want pushback.
I do debates all day. You're just doing these long form like grandstanding like soapbox things, and it's bugging me.
Seconds. You cut me off 30 seconds.
I know. My brain works a little faster than that, so you just have to speed it up.
Okay, so somebody was a straight white male patriarchy for 60 years, decides to put on a dress, don't cut it off, and he gets Woman of the Year. And you're trying to make a position that transgenders has the same problem as black people, even worse. This is the delusional. You've been ideologically subverted to believe in this delusion.
So the reason it's not true is because she got Woman of the Year.
I'm saying the fact that a straight man for 60 years puts on a dress and automatically.
All right, hold on. Hold on. How many black women have gotten Women of the Year, or how many black men?
None.
None?
Yeah, a black man getting Women of the Year. What do you?
How many black men have gotten Men of the Year? How many black women have got Women of the Year? Women have got Women of the Year. How many?
It's not the same.
It is the same. They have been doing that for a while now. Trans people just got there first.
Jenner and Oprah Winfrey.
They're first. They just got there first. You guys are. Thank you for walking so they could run. Jesus Christ. Fuck off.
And this is why y'all lost. All right, let's get past this.
This is not an oppression Olympics, dude. You just shame me for trying to be a white savior, and then you're up here doing oppression Olympics. It's so stupid.
So you telling me right now, if you put on a dress, you're more oppressed than me?
Probably. Yeah.
And so wait. So currently, right now, as a white straight man, you're not. I'm more oppressed than you, correct?
Yeah.
As a straight white, okay. So you put on a dress, and automatically you're more oppressed than me, correct?
Yes. Hey, what do you do for work? If you want to share vaguely, what do you do?
I'm a business owner.
Cool. All right. So you go through hiring people, right?
Yes.
If a trans person walked into your business, you hire them?
Yes. If they're qualified for the job, yeah. I'm not hiring them because they're trans. I'm hiring them because they're qualified.
If someone trans ran for president, you vote for them?
It depends on our policies. Yeah.
We believe you.
People.
We believe you.
Yeah.
Sherry, thank you for becoming a super fan.
Yeah, I'll vote for I got a cousin, she's a stud. I'll definitely vote for her. She's my favorite stud of alive.
Right, that's just a gay person. That's not trans.
Well, you know what a stud is?
Yes.
Stud is a
A
woman
lesbian.
that presents as
Yes.
a man.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. A masculine woman. They don't present as a man though.
No, my cousin looks like Busta Rhymes.
Yeah. I don't care, but they don't identify as a man, right?
The point is, the fact that you said you're more oppressed. I'm more oppressed than you when you're straight, and then you just
You
put on a
can't have an
dress
honest
and
conversation.
overnight-
You think being trans is just throwing on a dress, and that's fucking stupid too.
No, but you think you putting a dress on makes you more oppressed than me.
Now,
That's
let's
the
be
delusional
honest.
part.
Let's say having gender dysphoria and seeking medication in certain states, which is like outlawed in certain states. Do y'all have it? Is being black outlawed anywhere right now? And in a
There's
state?
no such thing as black dysphoria. You can't jump in and out of minority status when you're black.
Okay, I know it's still immutable.
You can be a minority overnight.
It's still immutable. It's still mutable, right?
You can be a minority overnight. So all of a sudden you're a straight male. And you
Yeah.
benefit from white male straight privilege. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
all of a
Just
sudden
like
overnight
if
become a minority.
if you find out that you're gay at the age of 40, bang, you're a minority overnight. That's right.
I'm black already. I can't jump in and
Okay.
out of minority.
I'm not
status.
saying you can. I'm saying
just adding
someone
on
else
to another
can.
minority.
Yeah, your traits are immutable.
All right, let's get to immigration because I can't argue with delusional, brother.
Wait, you can't talk about this in depth because you've probably only talked about this at Discount Tire with a bunch of fucking idiots.
I literally cooked you already when you literally said because you put a dress on, you're more oppressed than me.
Yeah, I know. You're not being honest. When you put on a dress, no.
you.
When you have gender dysphoria and you're trans, and Trump does $217 million worth of ads against you, you
You're
are
adding
oppressed.
caveats.
Absolutely. Those are not
You're
caveats.
you're adding caveats.
Learn caveat.
because you-
Learn the word caveat. It's not a caveat.
Okay. Bro, you're adding layers to the conversation that was not applied. I asked you a simple question. I didn't say. I didn't. Bring
Yeah, I know, and I'm correcting you because you're caricaturizing. You're caricaturizing trans people.
So you're adding.
You're
caveats
saying
to
when
an
you
argument
put
that
on
was
a
never
dress,
made.
you're more
I just asked you,
oppressed.
putting on a dress makes you more oppressed.
Yeah,
That
you're
was- I
correct.
didn't add
You
that
cannot.
gender for dysphoria.
You can't. All right. Be honest, and now say it exactly like properly. Because now I'm just gonna say like having extra melanin makes you oppressed. Ugh, that would be so insensitive of me, right? That's what you're doing to them, and you feel so open to do it
that's
because
actually-
they're so
that's
oppressed
actually correct.
and they're
Yes,
so
no,
othered. They're
yes.
so othered that
Because
you
they-
feel
because
okay.
They created laws based off skin tone. So
Uh huh.
yes, that makes
Uh huh.
valid-
And they now
Remember
have
Jim
laws
Crow?
based on trans identity.
Wait, bro,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Yeah, it is
Because
the same.
One group cannot jump in and out of white male patriarchy.
Yes, you
and then
can.
jump into minority status.
Yes, you
because
can.
they put on a dress.
Yes, you can, and it's
How
not
can
just
black people-
because
wait,
you
wait.
put on a
How
dress.
can black people become the? Wait. Give me an example of how you, as a straight white male, right, and you benefit from white patriarchy, and then all of a sudden you put a dress on, and then you become a minority. Give me a black equivalent.
Sure. Give me an equivalent how a black person can do it. Yes. Black people. Yes, you can. So black people actually are double losers when they're trans. They are the absolute worst,
minorities,
most
regardless of
minority. So like you dip even further.
minorities.
You double your minorityness when you're a trans black woman. In fact, they're historically the most discriminated
that's not
and
the same.
violently attacked people in like recent history.
Oh my God. So that's not the same as a straight white man benefiting from patriarchy and then puts on a dress and then becomes a minority.
You can't say it's not the
equivalent.
same. You have to
You're
give me
talking about
the. You have to give me the
intersectionality. Wait,
deal
you're talking
breaker.
about
You have to give me the
intersectionality,
symmetry breaker.
which is different.
You can't just say which is different. You have to give us symmetry
No,
breakers.
I said give me an equivalent of a straight white male benefiting from patriarchy, straight white male patriarchy. and
Why
then
do I need to
becoming
give
a
you an
minority
equivalent?
overnight.
Why do I need to give you an equivalent?
Because there isn't one. So you
Okay.
tried to by trying to bring up intersectionality, which didn't apply, and it sounds good because
You can't just say it doesn't apply and it doesn't work. You have to give me points, right? Like your
I
claim
just
is
cooked you
that
on
you
points.
can't apply it, and then you have to give us evidence. This is why you can't. You're not doing that. You are giving us like the beginning and the end of an
just gave you
essay.
evidence.
You're not giving me the body. You know, like in third
The
grade, they
body-
teach you about the essay, the body of the essay. You got to give me that.
I'll educate you. I'm responding to your premise. I asked you a question. Just let me get my thoughts. I asked you a question. I said, are you as a straight white male, more oppressed than me? You said, yes.
I
No,
said
I'm not.
no.
Yes. And then I said, if you put on a dress, does that make you more oppressed?
No.
You said
The answer
yes.
is no. If I was trans, I would be. So you can't caricaturize
Yes.
trans people by saying
No,
putting on a
I
dress.
said you
No.
put on a dress. That's
Okay,
what I
no.
asked you
Okay.
specifically.
All right. I kept walking you back and holding your little hand and saying that's not the analogy I want to use because
did you say yes then?
wearing a dress is caricaturizing a
yes?
minority group.
Why did you say yes?
Because I'm entertaining the idea of what you're trying to say.
Oh, you're trying to entertain. So this is entertainment to you. I get it, brother.
No, you
right, I
you
think
heard
I
the word
took the joke.
entertain. I'm entertaining your idea of that, and for the sake of an argument,
You
and
tried to
your
equate
takeaway
trans-
was the word entertainment.
You said trans people are more oppressed than black people, and I just,
Yes.
I just debunked you by asking you a question.
I
and
do.
you
Do
equated.
you said give me the
cut
equivalent
me
of
off.
somebody changing to even more oppressed overnight as a
No.
black person?
You start
Incoherent
off-
question.
Okay, I gave a rational explanation, right, based off your premise. You agreed that you are what you're. I don't even understand why you think you're more oppressed than me as an
Me?
individual. Yes, I don't.
I don't
mean,
think I am.
I'm more oppressed than you as an individual, which is
Do
kind
you?
of crazy.
Are you struggling with words right now, bub?
There's this thing called classism. Classism trumps racism. So I'm pretty sure I have more money than you. There's no way in hell that you're more that I'm more oppressed than
And
you.
that's fine.
Because, you're
You
white.
could still have the card stacked against
We're
you
talking about
being
individuals.
oppressed.
We're not
And
talking about that as a
yes.
collective. We're talking about
yeah,
individuals.
I know.
So you're,
Just because there are exceptions and people who
you
rise
say
above
shit
oppression.
to appeal to people, and the logic don't apply. You should have. When I asked you that question, you should have asked me, "What's my social economic status? How do I grow up? Am I a first?
I don't
gen?
have
Do I
to.
come from?
I don't
elite
care about
cheap
your. I don't
descendants?"
care about your
Because
fucking.
classism trumps racism in a lot of elements. So the fact that you
I don't think so.
relegated
No, it doesn't.
black with oppressed lets me know that you have white savior complex, bro. You
Trump
say
did the
shit
same
to
then.
appeal.
Trump says the same thing. He said black people are wrongfully
gives
accused
a
of stuff,
fuck?
right? Like, so he
I
does the
think
same thing.
he's
Is he a
stupid.
is he a
Okay,
white savior
he's
too?
Stupid. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
stupid as
Okay.
well.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
That's the
So
thing I agree
and
with.
that's
That
why
there's a
he's
thing
gonna
I disagree
lose.
Lose what?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just how dumb y'all sound. When you don't know what to say to anything, you're just like, that's why y'all lost.
Wait. So hold on. So let's look at the numbers. Why did in every category, right, in 2020?
You guys are
let's look
obsessed
at
with
the
it. You guys are
black
obsessed with
community,
polling.
Let's look at the white community. Let's look at the Jewish community. Let's look up all of these communities. Everybody decreased in how they voted in 2020 compared to 2024, right?
Yeah.
It's because you guys are detached from the average. Y'all literally had the party. Y'all had America in y'all palms. And y'all fucked it up is because y'all turned too fucking liberal. Y'all turned.
You
y'all
can't even give me
weaponized
evidence of that.
identity Politics.
I tried to. You can't even give me evidence of that. Nobody did this. Nobody did this to you. We were hot.
hold on, wait.
Trump ran a bunch of ads, and then you said Obama made something legal in 2016, so we had to come
Not
back and
legal.
hate them.
I didn't say legal. No.
He gave them ads. He gave them
Don't try
rights.
to flip
He gave
it.
them
I
rights.
told you I don't have no problem with LGBTQ people marrying who they want to. I have a problem.
I didn't
with,
say that. I wasn't talking about that. Giving them
what
rights
are
to
you
go to the
talking about?
bathroom.
Bro. Brother, this is my point. This shouldn't even be on a Democratic platform. This is delusional. Why the fuck are we having
Dog,
this
you guys do so
conversation?
many horrible things, and you had to like go
We
find
going
that.
too far
You had to go
left,
find
brother.
that.
This is my point. How are we talking about transgender bathrooms?
Because
That's
you
not
guys
gonna
found
stop the
out that it was a
oppression of
hot button
transgender
issue,
people.
and you ran $217 million ads on it.
Bathrooms?
You found it was a hot button issue. Trump found out after he thought that it was no big
It shouldn't
deal.
have been an issue at all.
He found out. He's like, they should use whatever bathroom they want. That's where
That's
we
my
were
point.
as Americans, 2016, and now they found out that you people get so crazy when they talk about trans people bathrooms. You bring it up, you shame us for it. It's our fault somehow, even though we didn't do anything. I don't know. You guys are crazy. And you say we moved further left. I just
There's
watched
the
a video of George H.W. Bush talking about how we should treat immigrants with kindness and how their children should go to our schools. We shouldn't other them. And then we have Trump talking about the rapists and killers. You're telling us our side moved. You guys have gone straight Nazi, dude. You guys have gone straight Nazi.
First of all, I'm independent, but I support Trump. That's
Right.
different.
So you are
And
a fascist.
I'm also voting, and I'm also voting for Jasmine Crockett in Houston. So I mean Texas.
How
there's
does
this
that
thing
work?
Called, See, this is. I'm glad you asked that. So can I answer it? Please,
Yeah.
let me answer it.
Yeah, she's Democrat. I thought you hate the Democrat Party.
There's a huge difference between California Democrats and Texas Democrats. All right, trust me.
I live in Texas. No, there's not.
Yeah, that's why I get. That's why I can have a conversation with you. You're not delusional. Outside of that one comment that you said, because you're just pandering. You really don't believe it. Because
I don't believe what?
You don't believe that by you putting on a dress, you are all of a sudden.
No, that is a caricature. No, I don't think when I accidentally wear a dress that I'm oppressed. I think that trans people are more oppressed than black people, though. Yeah. You gotta stop saying that sentence because that is not a genuine.
White trans or black trans?
Black trans are more oppressed.
Oh wow. You see how that works? All right, real quick. So the point is, right? You guys can't think outside of the duality of Democrat Republican, right? It has to be black or
what?
white.
Dude, you got it. All you have to do is tell me the policies you like about her, dude. Tell me the policies. What policies do Jasmine Crockett do you like?
Reparations. 1000%. Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna ask the next MAGA that comes up what he thinks about reparations. I'm gonna do that for you.
Well, see, no. The reason why I brought this up is because the reparations that the Democrat is pushing for and the reparations that the Republicans should, because the Republicans, if they really want the black vote, and this is why I tell a lot of Republicans, it can't just be this shaming Democrats talk, because this is the party of the civil rights. Most black people are going to always vote Democrat. The only way that we can actually get a substantial amount of numbers to vote for the Republican Party, if the Republicans sit down with Black America and we sit down and issue out a deal. All right, hey, let's sit down. We get it. We don't like you. Y'all don't like us. Let's make a deal. If we give you some reparations, right, just like how the black people was the party of.
It won't make them vote Republican. Promise.
Listen, brother, just hear me out. Black people historically was the party of Lincoln, right, all the way up to 1960. So when Lincoln freed the slaves, we've been voting Republican all the way up to the 1960s. 1960s happened. Civil rights happened,
I know.
right?
I've talked to you about this before, but you're just gonna have to go back and look at who, like, besides party names, their ideologies. Liberal versus conservative. Conservative Christians have always been racist and did the slavery
I'm a
thing.
Rockefeller Republican.
I don't care whatever you call yourself. I'm saying the liberal ideology has been on the right side of history every time, and you're out here rooting for the wrong side right now.
You're correct. Well, no. You're correct. All the way up until 2016. All right. So you're right. From 1960 to 2016, yes, the Democratic Party was on the side of.
And what happened in
right?
2016?
Oh, they start prioritizing dumb, stupid shit, hiding
Like
behind
what?
progressivism. Like what I just mentioned with transgender bathrooms.
Dude, that was like
This is
one
not
of a
gonna-
billion things Obama did. What do you mean he focused on it?
Wait, I don't have a problem with Obama. I'm talking about that specifically was insane. And the fact that we're in
What?
2000, it
Well,
shouldn't
okay,
even been
what's your
platformed.
solution to that? Hold on. What's your solution to the trans people in bathrooms thing? What is it?
A transgender woman, if you didn't get your thing cut off, right, you're a man, all right?
Well,
you want to still use a man
So you
bathroom,
okay?
yeah,
Hold
cut it
on.
off.
So genital inspections
Yes, general inspections. Well,
before the bathroom?
Wait, hold on. Hold on. No. I don't agree with that. Hold on. I'm saying you should have the morality to know if I haven't cut my thing off, right?
What
Or
the
added a
fuck?
thing to mine, then I should.
Why is that the deal breaker?
Bathroom. If I have a cop.
Hold on. Why is that the deal breaker?
What do you mean? Because you're a man. I'm saying.
Have you seen the inside of a woman's restroom?
No, I'm saying if you're going to call yourself a trans, right? At least
That's
cut it
literally
off.
it.
Yeah, cut it off, bro. You can't just put on a dress and think you're a
You're
fucking.
fucking. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
No. What's crazy is you putting on a dress and calling somebody a minority overnight. That's crazy. That's
Dude, literally, all you have to do is identify as that, and you get all the hatred and shit and vitriol that your side produces, and all of the marketing and all of that.
Right, and then you be the oppressed class. So I mean, you're choosing to be a minority.
I don't know what
You
you're talking
don't
about.
have to
I know.
come out
I know
as
how
a-
that really hurts your feelings, but they are more oppressed than you. I want you to think about that. They are.
You're delusional. You're
They
literally
are.
delusional.
And if you're sitting here telling me you're oppressed, then
Caitlyn
you're on
Jenner
the
can go back to
then you're in
enslavement. So
denial.
now-
You're pretending
wait,
like
so-
you're pretending like I'm a white savior, and at the same time that you guys can't be oppressed right now, but that they definitely aren't more oppressed than
found the
you.
Uno card. Listen, white liberals has found the Uno card. They found the way to become the minority by just putting. So y'all been.
Thank you so much from Brad. Brad, thank you so much for the $50 to kick Jerry. God damn. Poor guy. Chat, tap the screen. If you enjoy these debates, give me a follow. Yellow.
Yo, hello, how are you doing?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
Cool. What do you like about Trump?
I like that he's here to sponsor people who want to be productive in this country and make a better living for themselves. And I would assume he's the party for progressiveness and wealth building and not sitting and reminding yourself of history for hundreds of years. So I would definitely say I appreciate
So
him.
history's bad and you're for hardworking people. Why would you vote Republican?
Because they're clearly more of the party for the entrepreneurial money making.
Which state does the best at entrepreneurship? Which state of yours?
What do you mean?
Which Republican state is just the center of entrepreneurship?
Florida or Texas?
Cool. What about all of ours? Like literally all of ours do way better than them.
No, it's not, because who cares if y'all make more, because you get taxed more, man.
Yeah, I know, but
Like 30.
even with the taxes, we make more money. It's crazy.
Yeah, because you're getting scammed and you're getting charged way more to live. A house.
We
in
have to pay
California
those
might be-
taxes. We have to pay all those taxes because all the red states can't pay their bills. We have to pay them all at the end of the year.
Oh, we actually are very smart at negotiating, so we opt out of getting bent over by the government like y'all.
No,
do
I
at the
know.
end of
You
the day.
still, what you do is you don't pay your bills and you ask California to pay your bills every year. And you just cut your
That's
own
not-
taxes all the time.
Yeah, of course we do, because I told you.
And
we're
then
the party
and then
of
when you
wealth
guys
building.
can't pay your bills, you cut your taxes even more.
And what's wrong with that? I'm telling you, because here's the difference you're not
This is
understanding.
this is why. These are all the states in America that can't pay their own bills. All the red ones, all the green ones. You guys got 2 now. Actually, Texas just fell out of that, and I think Florida might soon because of the DOE being cut. But all of these states that are green give more than they receive. So all of these
Yeah,
red
good.
states
I live
haven't
in
figured
Texas.
out the economy. All of them. None
I
of
live
the
in
red
Texas,
states
so
have
good.
figured out the economy. Texas has oil money. That's all.
Yeah, okay, that's
Th-
false
but
claims.
and soon it's probably going to be blue. But Texas is also 7 or 8 million liberals and only 5 million Republicans. So it's probably because of us paying all your bills. But
Yeah, of course, take
70%
credit.
of this country's
Wait, so
bills
when it
are
was
paid for
red-
by Democrat cities.
So when it was red, it was our fault, but then when it was green, it's your doing.
It's coming from red,
Makes a
green,
lot
blue
of sense.
cities. So
Wait,
all
but
blue
therefore-
cities pay 70% of this nation's.
Therefore, what you just
that-
admitted to then is when it was red, it was actually the 7 million liberals' fault. It's not the 5 million, because there's more liberals than more.
What do you mean
liberals than
fault? I'm
Republicans.
just saying it's barely surviving, and if it's surviving because liberals and oil.
Okay, what's your opinion about immigration?
Again, I'm tired of welfare queen Republican states taking all of our money. All right,
Oh,
I just want you to concede on that.
Boo-hoo.
you guys sit around,
Why
cut
not-
each
why
other's
don't you do
taxes more and
something
more,
about it?
and you're in a deficit every year, and you're like, fuck, what do we do? Do we balance a deficit or we cut our taxes again and ask California to pay our bills? Let's do it.
'cause
Let's
we
do
don't-
it.
Yeah, because we don't have to make our money off Section 8 housing and
You
sell out
don't
our
make
country-
money on
sell
Section
out
8
our-
housing. What
sell
the
our-
fuck are you talking about?
Sell out our state to junkies and crackheads like California. I've been to California. I
How do
know
you
what happens
sell
over
your
there.
state to a junkie? How'd you do that?
Skid Row? I bet you've been
Yeah,
there.
so somebody was like, dang, I just can't help it. These junkies are gonna give me all this money if I let them come to Skid Row or something. Is that the like picture you think you're painting in your head?
Buddy,
Or
buddy, listen to this though, Bubba.
what do
You need to-
Republicans do about Skid Row stuff? What do Republicans do about like that stuff?
We should exterminate Skid Row. We should go down there and redo the streets and make it look
What does
classy and
the
good.
exterminate part mean?
That means redo, like rebuild, like almost like a renovation.
You know that cities do. You know that costs money, right? And you have to raise taxes for that.
Oh, good. California already has the highest tax in the world, so
But
let's
you'd
do
have
it.
to. But that's extra projects, so more taxes. But would Republicans ever raise money and do a program like that?
We've raised billions of dollars, and
When did
we've
you do
made
that?
monument.
From us? Did you raise it from taxing us? Is it you're taking the tax from blue states? Is that how you raised your money?
When you're the executive leader, you can decide how you want to do it. But he's raised a lot of money.
And then
Something
sent it to
funny?
Argentina?
Wait, so you're telling me we should? You're saying the red states should have to account and pay the Democrats' bills because you guys
No,
are
they should
asleep
pay
at
their
the
own
wheel?
bills. They should pay their own bills. We have to. You guys are literally like 40-year-old, like stepbrothers, asking dad for money every week, and then you go, "What about chicken wings?" You're like, "What about $20 is not enough? You need it every month." It's so sad.
You just compared the president of a literal nation of 300 million to a dad and the states as a kid. But what you don't understand is that that makes no logical sense because every state is equivalent to the other, therefore implying that the states
Every
are at
state's
a
equivalent, I guess. Not
is it all
financially
it's
though.
all okay. Oh, so you judge people based on how much money they have?
No, but you do. You love Trump because he's rich.
I don't love him because he's rich. I think that's a great attribute to have. That I mean, would you love him if he was poor? Be honest. If Trump was on
No.
Skid Row,
In
would you
fact,
vote for
if
him?
he was poor, I think you would actually be able to see how fucking dumb he is. If he was poor, you'd be able to see through it, but you don't.
How is he dumb?
You can't see through it. Can you give me the smartest like sentence Trump has ever said besides "it can only good happen"?
Oh, I'll give you some great ones he's made. I remember he was on a talk show and I was watching this late at night, enjoying it, in my room alone. And he was talking about how he was with, I don't know who it was, his daughter or somebody, and they were walking on the street and he saw a homeless person and he was explaining the concept of money and the concept of entrepreneurship. And he was explaining to the woman he was walking with
Did he
that
mention
the
how he was
person
man of the year in the middle of it or something?
that the person on the street, he was like, "Would you date this scrub brokey who's on the street?" And she was like, what'd she say? She said something. It was like, I gotta find the direct quote.
Yeah.
But it was
So
something
he's
I would say.
perpetuating
Wait, hold
classism
on, hold
like you
on. I'm not done.
just
I'm not
tried
done.
to
I'm not
shame
done.
me
I'm not done.
for.
I'm not done.
He's
I'm not done.
perpetuating classism
I'm
just
not
like you
done.
just
I'm not
tried to
done.
shame me for.
I'm not done.
Cool.
I'm not done. I'm trying to finish. So she responds like, no, like just like I would. He's like, no, he's broke or he's poor. And Trump's like, do you love me? And we're like, yeah, we love. Or she's like, yeah, we love you. And so then Trump is like, yeah, but did you know that dude has 900 million more dollars than me? And I thought that was one of the most intellectual things I've heard because he was able to explain how you number one, you can't judge a book based off its cover. Number two, that the money didn't define him. He was still
He
whatever
has
the
stood up
amount
at
of money.
his rallies and said these exact words. I am very rich. I have
Oh,
lots
is that
of
dumb?
money.
Is that wrong? Is he or not? Or is
He's
he?
trying to say that so that you trust him. But what the truth is, he inherited like $422 million from his dad, and he's been
Oh.
getting bailed out. In fact, he was like at the bottom of the bottom until the apprentice. The apprentice bailed him out of the shitter. And then he loved being on TV so much that he ran for president to sell some books. And then he's shocked. He was shocked that he won, but
Oh wait,
it's completely
so
unqualified.
he can't sell books now, like Camilla, right?
She didn't
That's
run
what
to she didn't run for president to sell books. She just so happens to sell books, and she was president.
Yeah, the number two wants to sell a book. You don't have that right when you're number two. And let's talk about
What?
her
JD
policies.
Vance has done that.
No, I'm saying number two as in the election.
She was vice president. She won.
I don't
She
even
won
believe
against
she
Trump.
really
Remember
was.
that?
I don't even believe she
Ah,
really was.
cool. So
I think Obama was running that presidency and vice presidency. I think he was
what
making
what
everyone-
evidence do you have of that?
Maybe our president asleep on the beach.
Okay, Trump has caught sleeping twice last week. Who's running the president now then?
JD Vance, buddy.
So Trump,
You don't know the vice president.
the vice president's running things now, you admit? And Trump is
Oh well, and if
sleeping?
Trump was if he was sleeping, absolutely yes. But I
Okay,
don't
so
believe he
Kamala was
sleeping.
running things, I guess, when Biden was sleeping.
No, absolutely not. Oh, everybody, you can. There's 30+ million in this people in this country who agree with me that Obama ran that last presidency.
There are not 30 million people who are conspiracy theorists who think Obama ran the last presidency. He was literally, he runs a fucking like a video company. He's literally been busy doing all sorts of stuff. Yeah, movies. He does movies. Yes. Production company.
That's a cover up. You understand, bro? That is
okay. Then explain the movies he's making.
He owns a 30,000. He owns a 1,000-acre farm. He would never smuggle narcotics through there. Like, do you
What
not
are you talking about?
I'm talking about people use fronts. They
I understand
fronts.
that, and so does Trump, right? So does Trump. Trump doesn't have a front. He has a Trump meme coin. Trump. He has Trump ties, shoelaces, fucking steaks. He's not an entrepreneur. He's a serial failure. He has no grand idea. Just throws his name on shit and sells it. If I sold Pickles bottled water, like you would look at me as a fucking crazy person. Pickles bottled water, Pickles everything, Pickles shirts, Pickles it. Dude, Trump is just a.
Do not speak about him like that.
Dude, he's literally like the guy in New York, like holding his jacket open, like, you want some watches? He's literally that guy because he's so dumb and lost. He has no direction. He's not a visionary.
Oh, so someone who's been on top of the game for 40+ years, been best friends with Epstein, been around the whole world again and again, has been in talks with every political leader in this country, or political leader in the world, has, I mean, literally in Qatar, helped build Dubai, has made differences to billions of people, is the same as the low-life losers selling watches on New York street.
Yes. Yes.
I guess I see why you're
best friends with Epstein. Do you just let that slip?
What about it? What was Epstein convicted of?
You think Epstein's innocent? You think he's innocent?
That's what I thought.
Hold on. You think he's innocent?
Wait, let me ask you something. Is he guilty in the eyes of the law? No. Pickles, answer the question.
I don't care about the
record.
I don't worry about the law. We're talking about public opinion. Do you think he's guilty or innocent? Do you think he hasn't done anything?
I'm an honest person. I don't judge people without factual evidence, and he wasn't ever convicted of anything. I'm not gonna slander.
Why did he kill himself?
I'm not gonna slander a man's name after.
Why did he kill himself? Why do you think?
You see how you speak about him like that? Why did he like?
Dude, there's irrefutable evidence that put Ghislaine Maxwell in jail of them trafficking and sex, like having sex with children, and you just have this magic, like, plausible deniability in your head how he might not have done anything?
No, I just have a high enough IQ to not judge people and not call someone a felon.
You're worried about judging a dead man?
Yeah, that's the last person you want to judge. Someone who can themselves. The hell? What kind of values did your mom
dude, what
instill
the fuck are you doing? What is happening to America?
So you're saying you want me to judge Trump for...
I don't give child rapist benefit of the doubt. I just don't. If children were raped, if children come out and say they were raped, dude, is this the cope that MAGA is doing? Is that this is the cope that MAGA is going to do? They're going to say Jeffrey Epstein didn't do anything, especially since Trump was his best friend.
Convicted? Wait, no. Wait, convicted, right? Oh.
I didn't say convicted anything. I didn't say guilty or anything. I said he did this, right? He sex trafficked little kids, right?
I'm not convicted of it, so I don't understand what you want me to say. And that's
so. Hey, can I ask you something? Is Abrego Garcia a sex trafficker?
Please fill me in on that.
Huh?
Please fill me in on that.
Abrego Garcia, the person that Trump has been slandering in the news, using the White House press secretary to say that he is a human trafficker, an MS-13, gang member.
MS-13? Oh, absolutely. If he's MS-13, they do
Wait,
worse
how do
than
you?
traffic
Was he
people.
convicted of being an MS-13?
Is he alive or no?
Yes.
And was he? Has he been? What do you call it?
No
Identified as
convictions.
MS-13.
No.
MS-13.
No.
No, he has or hasn't.
No.
Well, he's still alive, so I wouldn't care if you said that because he's at the plausible place to defend himself. And if he's not defending himself, then what could you not
He
say
was
about
never
that?
convicted.
Okay, so this is after trial?
Was he convicted?
It's different when the person's here and
Was
not
he
here to defend
convicted?
himself. What? I don't know. Was he? Was he not?
No. What
I don't
about
know.
all
That
of the
one, I don't
people
like
that Trump is
because
arrested and putting and sending to other countries? Are they convicted, or is he giving them due process?
oh, they are convicted.
When?
Absolutely. What do you mean when they're in
Do
our
they get
country
that due
without
process?
They don't get. You don't get due process.
How can you prove that they're undocumented migrants without proving it in
we
court?
we take that away from you because you don't get that when you break into.
That's not
someone's house.
true. That's
you're
not
gonna
true.
break it-
I know that
you're
like
gonna-
rhymes or something for you, but that's not the law.
Oh, so you're pretty much implying you can break into someone's house and then explain.
No,
what you
I'm
should do
saying that
there.
the country's founding document just says all people get due process if you accuse them of a crime. All people.
I think Trump's being nice by the way he's doing it.
Hold on.
I think.
Do you want to address the whole thing? Like, what would you say a patriot is? What is a patriot to you?
Someone who would defend and unalive for this country.
What is this country? Like, what is this? What is it? What is it? Would you say a patriot is somebody who abides the Constitution? Like, respects the Constitution more than anything?
Only if it's putting America first.
Oh, so conditionally loves the Constitution.
Yeah, as long as it's putting like January 6th, right? That was an exception because was there rules that said we shouldn't have done that? Yeah, but you need to understand, we were getting robbed of an election. They were stealing it.
Do
and
we have any
stopped that
evidence
vote.
of that?
We stopped that vote. Did that
Didn't-
vote go through on January 6th?
Yes, it did.
No. Go fact check that. We stopped it.
It did
Go fact
go
check it.
through.
At the end of the day or immediately?
I
Go
think
fact
it
check that.
delayed certification.
No,
It
go
went
check that. I
through
want you
the
to fact
same
check
day.
it. No, it did not. Go fact check that. We
So
stopped
what
the
did you
vote.
guys achieve? You guys
We
achieved a
stopped the-
delay?
We stopped the verification. Yeah, go check the vote.
Did
We were
Jan
called upon
6
And we were called
get
upon to do that.
delayed, or did Jan 6 vote certification get delayed in 2021? Under the shadow of January 6th, right? Congress convened Monday, certify election. My argument would be, where's Mike Pence?
Exactly. That's what I thought. It got delayed.
No, I'm saying Mike Pence is no longer Trump's friend because Mike Pence did the right thing and certified the
Yeah.
election against Trump's will.
He shouldn't have done that. He's a what's the
He's a
word for it?
traitor.
No, there's a worse word for it. There's a worse word for traitor. What's it called?
That's not a traitor. It's somebody when you adhere to the Constitution and not a person. That is a patriot.
No, what's the word for it? I know. What's the
So
word for it.
somebody who
Go.
adheres to the country's founding principles rather than a person or an idea is a patriot. So you are an opposite of a patriot. If you wanted that to go the other way, you're a traitor.
Hold up. No, there's a worse word for it. It needs to be called.
Wouldn't that make you a traitor?
What?
Not adhering
No,
to
yeah, it
the
would make,
Constitution?
it would make you a traitor of your party, and it would make you a traitor of Trump, the person who literally changed.
No,
your life
a
and
traitor
made
to your
his vice
party
president.
is not something you can be convicted of. Being a traitor to the country is.
I mean, we should have got Mike Pence on January 6th. I remember the memes. they were
Oh,
posting.
man. Whoa, man.
What?
FBI, IRS, NRA, I don't fucking know. That's not my idea. That's his name's Caleb. His name's Caleb. That was his idea. He said that. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. The FBI loves that. They probably do love that. They probably fucking do love that. Damn, dude. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am. But I came up here because I had a question for you about one thing that you said that I thought was pretty insensitive.
What's that?
Yeah, you said that, correct me if I'm wrong, transgenderism is worse than racism.
What? No, I said they're more oppressed right now than black people are. They're both
So
minorities, but
transgenderism is worse than racism in degree.
what? No, the perspective of the two. Out of the two, one draws more hatred and violence.
So it's worse.
Yes.
So why are you refuting something that I'm correct on?
You're not wording it right. Is your name actually Logica?
No. But you can call me that.
Because I don't think your logic is logicking.
Not a word, by the way, but my logic is quote unquote logicking here because if we say that transgenderism is worse than racism in degree of what you mean by oppression, then I would be correct,
No, transgenderism and oppression, I think what you're looking for is transgenderism and, I'm sorry, racism and transphobia. So transphobia could have just as bad or worse results as racism, and right now we can say they're worse right now.
Transphobia now. Okay, so now it's transphobia. Not
Yes,
transphobia.
transphobia and racism are the two genres or whatever, the two things you're looking for, not racism and transgenderism, because transgenderism is just the condition, so black would be the equivalent.
Transgenderism is just a condition of what?
Of being human.
Of being transgender. And
transgender, that's circular as fuck. Are you seriously? Are you a troll?
Transgenderism is the condition of being transgender. That's not circular at all. If transgenderism was a state of being a human, everyone would be a transgenderist, right?
No, dude.
Okay,
transgenderism is a condition that humans can experience, and so is being black.
Experience. Okay, so if you're experiencing transgenderism, what are you experiencing? Like if you're trying to
incongruency in mind and body.
State of experiencing.
Yes. It's an experiencing an incongruency in mind and body.
Let's start off clean, right? So what does transgender mean? Like, sorry, no. What does transgenderism mean?
Transgender just means on the other side. So trans means on the other side. So maybe if you were born one thing, that means that you might identify as the other.
I'm talking about transgenderism. You're talking about trans.
Okay, and I'm talking about how putting those two words together for you, breaking it down for you.
Okay, so can you tell me
on the other side? It means to identify as the gender you were not assigned at birth.
Identify the gender. Okay, fine. And we're going with transphobia, which is just having. What's your definition of transphobia?
Having an aversion to people who are transgender.
Okay, so okay. And you're saying that in terms of oppression, because you were talking with a guest, two guests before this, I think you probably remember. That's why I requested, because I thought it was pretty insensitive to say. You said that in terms of oppression, transphobia is worse than racism.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so
easily.
Right.
What do you want? Do you want some metrics? Right. Do you have any metrics for me? First of all, did you think of this in terms of metrics? Do you have any?
I'm arguing I'm arguing against.
All right. The only way we can do this, because I'm not trans, you're not trans. Are you black?
Yes, I am black.
Okay, so are you trans?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so the only way we can figure this out would be to look at data instead of having an oppression contest with like somebody's like lived experience. We can just look at the numbers, because some black person, like the person like before, said that being black's great, that racism is not alive and well, and that we don't need white saviors. So apparently black people are doing just fine right now, but trans people aren't.
Okay, so black people are fine and transgender people aren't. Wonderful. So I'm asking you.
Those aren't my words, by the way. That's not my opinion.
All right, I'm not asking for anyone else's opinion, because you're debating me, not the other person. So what I'm about to ask you, right? We're going to get into the argument, but I need to know certain things, because that claim is very vague, right? So worse in terms of what?
compared to what?
Violence, being targeted with violence and hatred, hate crimes, name it.
Being
Per
targeted.
capita, they're one
I
out
need
of
just one. I'll refute. Like,
okay.
we can
So
go. We can
let's
go
talk
one.
about the likeliness to be assaulted. So if you're black, what's the likeliness to be assaulted? Just being in public.
To be assault. Do you want me to like give you a statistic or like
Yeah, yeah.
ballpark?
Like 1 in 4 black people get assaulted or something, because it's 1 in 4 trans people get assaulted. So what is it for black people?
1 second. I'm searching it up as a black person. Let's see. I'm getting. This is from ccj.org. Let's see. Black Americans experiencing rising victimization rates. Victimization. It's not really giving me like a. I mean,
Transgender people over 4 times more likely to be victims of violent crime. So you're gonna have to give me one for how black people are 4 times more likely to be a victim of violent crime to win this one.
sorry. What was my claim again? Like, why did I come up here?
You're saying that black people are definitely more oppressed than trans people.
I didn't say that. That was your interpretation.
Okay, then you're saying that me saying trans people are more oppressed is
How are you going
insensitive.
to tell me what I'm saying? Again, you're never
Okay,
going to get
my
anywhere with
claim
this.
of what you're saying. So correct me, okay? I'm saying my claim is trans people are more oppressed than black people right now.
Okay, you want me to give you like
So
claim
give me a
against that?
metric. Give me yeah.
Okay, I was gonna like just internally critique because I thought it was pretty insensitive to say. But what I would say against that is like based off this premise that there's a higher likelihood of assault. I don't think that's gonna be enough.
I think
to
it's
have,
the best. I think it's
gonna
the
be enough
worst.
to come.
I
I
think
don't
it's
think that's going to be
literally
enough to come to the conclusion that transphobia is worse than racism.
okay. That's literally one of like many markers that I can use. That's off the top of my head. You can't just back away and say I don't think it's good enough. Give me one of yours. Tell me how black people are so oppressed right now, so that I can measure it against trans people.
Again, this is your claim. I'm going against your claim.
You came up here and said it was
trying to give
absurd.
Yeah. So would you say that like workplace harassment is worse than genocide because there's a higher likelihood of being harassed at your workplace than being genocide? Would you say that workplace harassment is worse?
Hold on. No, I'm not saying workplace harassment is worse than genocide. I'm saying
I'm
now.
asking you, would you say that? I'm not asking you if you're saying that. I'm saying, would you say that?
I would say genocide is worse than workplace harassment.
Okay,
who's being genocided right
so
now?
You're saying that in terms of oppression, transphobia is worse because trans people are more likely to be assaulted. I'm asking you,
and killed.
Workplace harassment is okay. Workplace harassment it could be worse than genocide under that logic because workplace harassment is a higher likelihood than being in a genocide. Would you agree?
I guess it's more frequent. Sure.
Likelihood, right? So by this standard, workplace harassment would be worse than genocide in terms of the likelihood or severity.
Why are you bringing up 2? You can just give me 1. So like is workplace okay, so in both of those terms, I think in both categories trans people win. So I don't even know.
I'm sorry?
Trans people are losers in both of those categories. So I don't even know why that comparison is necessary.
Yeah, I'm trying to point out an reductio ad absurdum, right? If you know what that means, it's basically reducing your argument into something absurd. That
I know. I don't think you're doing it right.
Again. Yeah, no, I am doing it right because
you are not.
Reductio ad absurd. Yeah, I will tell you what it is. So my definition. So a reductio ad absurdum to me would just be reducing an argument into a let's say absurd consequence. That
I know, dude. Stop mansplaining abductio ad absurdum.
Okay, so I'm
tell me your argument.
All right, you don't have to get all agitated. So under this framework, workplace harassment in terms of oppression would be worse because you are at a higher risk of being assaulted at your workplace than being in a genocide. Yes or no?
No, I'm not saying you're saying that the frequency of a crime
No, it's your logic. You understand?
No, I know. You're trying to say that my position is absurd because the frequency of a crime doesn't necessarily equate to how bad like an instance of a crime can happen, right?
You said transphobia is worse than transphobia
Yes.
is worse than racism because trans people are more likely to be assaulted.
Yes. And
The likelihood does not equal the severity of it, right? But
okay,
I don't know if you agree with me on that. But
then you have to then argue that point, right? Okay, so tell me, where do black people see more something? What's more egregious than being assaulted?
I mean, you never really responded to my point. I don't know why I should
I
respond to you.
know. You're illustrating how it'd be absurd if I were to say that. So now you have to give me the genocide.
Do you agree with it? I'm not
Give
going
me
to
the
argue against
genocide.
something that
What's
you
the
don't agree with
genocide?
because- hold on. I'm not going to argue against something that you don't agree with because I do not want to get to the end of my argument and you're like, well, I don't.
You
agree
haven't
with that,
given me
so
the
it's like, no.
genocide.
I am asking you, right? Do you think that workplace harassment in terms of oppression is worse than genocide?
I
Yes
already
or no?
answered. No.
Why? You have to be. It's inconsistent now.
Okay, because workplace harassment is not as severe, even though more frequent.
So how is transphobia worse than racism?
Because there's nothing more severe than violence.
There's nothing more severe than violence.
Yeah.
Would you? Okay.
What's more severe than
What do you
violence?
take severe to be? I'm not being bad faith. I really want to know what you mean by severe.
Okay, so on a scale of oppression, we would go from like the non-physical to physical violence. That's where it like the very tip top would be death, and that's paired with physical violence. So I don't know. The beginning would be bad words, unkind words, and then we would do like segregation in the middle, and then we would just have violence up here. If you want the scale.
Sure. So violence is about severity, and you're saying that nothing's more severe than violence or worse than violence.
Do you want to tell me how you
I'm
think?
asking
You
a
don't know
question
how to
for
debate
yourself.
this. You don't have a counterpoint. You just want to
Alright,
give
then-
me
alright, so since I don't know how to debate,
Yes.
since I don't know how to debate, and since I'm just all over the place, can you repeat to me what I just my whole argument or
Your whole
potentially what
argument is your abductio ad absurdum is that
no,
the
my argument,
frequency
not the
can't
reductio,
always
no,
be.
the argument, not the reductio.
Okay, your argument is that the frequency doesn't always outweigh the severity of the oppression, and I'm asking you, okay, you could be right. So give me the instance where black people are seeing more severe outcomes in oppression, and you don't want to. You just want to keep giving me weird logical puzzles for the claims I'm making.
Give you how what? Black people are what?
Give me how black people have more severe outcomes in terms of oppression right now than trans people. That's your argument. You came up here to tell me how absurd my idea was. I want to hear from you. What is your actual
I came up here
argument?
to tell you how it was insensitive, not absurd. When we got into the
So your feelings were hurt. All right. Thank you.
I mean, okay, I guess they were hurt, but that wasn't the point. I didn't come up.
All right, chat. If you want to debate, hop in the box. Tell me why you like Trump. Like I was a fucking Riddler, dude. I'm done. Hello? Christopher Rapp, are you there?
Oh, I didn't request up, man.
Oh, you're good. Holy shit. I didn't feel comfortable with that conversation. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a losing position. Hello, Bob. Are you a Trump supporter?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, very heavily.
Why do you like Trump so much?
I think he's a badass son of a bitch. I really do. He got shot, stood up, fist pumped in the air. I mean, that's who I want to run my country.
So,
No,
like,
no.
I feel like
But-
that's a
but-
caricature of like actual political opinion. I feel like
well,
if Hitler got shot and got up, would you vote for him?
Yeah, no, hell no.
So that's my reductio ad absurdum. That's a very
But
stupid idea.
You can't compare Hitler and Trump. That is two totally
I
different
actually can
things.
go on for like 2 hours comparing Hitler and Trump. You want to?
Oh well, look, can I? I'm gonna get to a question. I just have one question.
Uh-huh.
All right, so what are the most dangerous cities in America? Like, just name off a couple.
St. Louis, Memphis, Tennessee. The top 10 most dangerous cities are in Republican states. Top 10 most dangerous states, 7 of 10 are Republican.
But what are the cities, though. The cities are blue.
You guys don't have any cities. You guys can't hold cities.
What are you talking about?
Can you name a
Yeah,
Republican? What's a Republican city?
All the outskirts, the nice places of the state.
So undeveloped
cities,
places that rely on the subsidies of the blue
they're not
cities.
undeveloped. They're actually really nice places.
Yeah, I don't think so. What do Republicans do that's so good that keeps crime away?
Well, we're actually smart with our guns, you know.
Okay, no, that's not true. You guys are still leading. All of the states that have all the guns lead in crime. They lead in violent crime. You guys do all of the crime worse.
Y'all are very, very big on the gun laws and getting rid of them.
Yeah.
But it seems as if the blue cities are where the most shootings are happening.
Hey man, where do they write gun laws? Where do they write laws for like crime? Where do they write them? Do they write them on a city or a state level?
It's a state level, but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
So if cities are being overran with crime, they can't do anything. They have to pray that the fucking dumb Republican governor and the legislator do something.
Well, what are they going to do about it? What would they do?
Write some fucking laws and fix it?
What?
I don't know.
It's the person shooting the gun that is the problem. It's not the gun.
Oh
if you
my
have laws
God.
that say you can't carry a gun, they're still gonna carry the gun out and shoot somebody.
Got it. Got it. Why doesn't anyone get shot in all those countries without guns?
Because there's not guns.
That's crazy.
There's plenty of people that hunt that enjoy hunting. A lot of people use guns in the correct way to be used.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of people who don't. So
No, because there's a lot of
how many
dumbass
people, Bob? How many people died last year from guns in the United States?
I'm sure it was a bunch.
Have you ever tracked it? Do you have any idea?
No, I ain't got
Give me a ballpark what you might think it is.
died from guns.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2.4 million.
The fact that you would be okay with 2.4 million people a year dying from guns and you would still want them here is disgusting as fuck.
I am not okay with it. I'm saying that it's disgusting as fuck to people that use it that way.
It's 40,000. It's 40,000. You're talking literally about half of the Holocaust every year. You just literally said that would be okay, just as long as you get your guns.
When did I say it was okay that many people died? No. You asked me how many people I thought died from guns, and I gave you a number. I didn't say
I'm just saying you vote Republican still, and they don't want any sort of gun control. And you're okay with 2.5 million kids dying every year.
I didn't say that I was okay with that. I never.
Oh my God. Okay, so you're for gun safety? Are you for gun?
You said people earlier.
Okay, people. I'm sorry. Would you be for any sort of gun regulation?
Yes, I would be for some gun regulation for sure. I think that there's certain people.
Then why were you just explaining away why gun laws were bad?
Felons and people with mental disorders and different things like that shouldn't be able. They should have a really strong background check for who's buying.
Here's why y'all are in denial, because you absolutely do admit that guns yield a very dangerous outcome when they're put in the wrong hands. It's very damning.
In Europe, I know, UK, where everyone they don't have guns, but there's so many killings with.
No, there's not.
knives.
No, there's not. How many knife killings were there, Bob?
I don't know the damn number, but I know
the number's 200. The number's 200.
Well,
do you think if you were to multiply their population and their knife deaths into hours that they would be equivalent?
The what now?
If we were to multiply their population and scale it to ours, that their knife deaths would be close to our gun deaths.
I mean, I don't know all the numbers to it.
The answer's no. Absolutely not.
Crazy people everywhere.
No.
People everywhere.
Yeah, and they don't get guns besides here.
Everywhere you're at.
They don't get guns besides here.
I do know one thing. This is one thing about the guns. is ain't nobody gonna come in here and mess with America because they know everybody got a gun.
Dog, nobody's even gonna get close. We don't need that. It's too redundant.
But ain't nobody coming
Even
up
the
in here.
police don't want to
And that
come
was
and
the
do
reason why we
anything
had
because
guns.
y'all got guns.
Hey, I ain't shooting nobody. I'm shooting a deer.
They don't know that.
Big ol' 8
The
point come
police
out.
fucking hate when y'all have guns.
Listen, all the normal citizens have just a standard old hunting rifle,
No.
maybe a small.
They have a
pistol.
fucking Armalite fucking rifle that shoots 5.56 30 rounds at a higher
those are
velocity than any other fucking gun you can buy with
Those are
money
in your-
in the United
those are in your
States.
big cities. Those are in your big cities with the blue states or the blue cities. You know.
So
That's where
you'd
all
be
your
cool if we,
quick-
hey, can we ban those then? You'd be cool with
Yeah,
us banning those? We
100%.
can ban the
Ban
ARs. MAGA,
Ban
you hear
ARs,
this guy? Do you
Ban
know what?
ARs.
We would be fucking hung by the neck if we ran on that. You saw Beto.
All I need is my hunting rifle and my shotgun, and I'm fine. I don't really care about shooting fast. I just need one shot. It don't take. All I need is one shot to shoot that deer. I'm pretty.
Listen,
damn good.
I feel like you've come a long way from the beginning of this conversation where you like shamed me for the simple idea of gun control.
Hey, no, I never said. I think there should be some more regulations to it, a little more. I don't think we should be taking people.
Tell that to your politicians.
They're right.
Yeah, I'm
But
cool with that.
I
There's
think that
there's
they
an
should-
easy solution. Like there's a common sense solution. Like grandfather people in, voluntary buybacks. Like reduce the number of guns from like below 400 million at least, because we have 350 million people and 450 million guns. Like it's insane. Gun culture is
I
insane.
do agree with that. I do agree with that. I think the biggest problem is just we have idiots with guns. Is the whole thing. It's not the guns doing the thing. I think taking them away just because there's some idiots shooting people don't mean you should take away the people that are using it in the right way.
I do. I think that like for the same reason we can't trust people with like no speed limit, and why we can't trust people with tanks and nuclear weapons. I think that we just can't. Some people are very serious and very respectful with their pew-pews, and then there's just people. People are going to be people, and no matter how much you love your guns, there's just going to be random people out there. And the second we talk about any of this stuff you just admitted we need, Republicans run the other way.
You're talking about like coming to like a common ground with it and like a couple more
Common
regulations?
sense gun law. Yeah, I have pew-pews.
Yeah, they're great. I love them.
I don't really care. I've never really touched mine, but I'm
Well, why do you
37.
think-
I've never needed it.
Do you have them for just like self-defense reasons, or
Yeah, I just have a shotgun.
see, you need to come out and shoot ducks with us one night.
I don't want to aimlessly kill ducks though.
They're so good. Have you ever ate any?
I have. Yeah.
They're good. Hey, I tell you what though, some deer meat. That's right. Hey, I can get you some tenderloin. We can wrap it up with some bacon with a little jalapeno and cream cheese. Where you from, man?
I'm in Dallas. Listen.
In Dallas?
Yeah.
That ain't too far. Hey, there's some ducks in Dallas. Or not Dallas, but Texas. There's a lot of that's where the migratory is over there. But hey, I'd like to get together, man. We need to go deer hunt. I get you some deer meat. I think we became buddies. At first I came in here real strong, you know, and I was about to tear you apart, which I don't really just know a whole lot of shit, but I really don't. But I was gonna try to tear you apart and beat you, but you're pretty good at what you do. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I
You're
think we're
good.
buddies.
You're good. All right. I'm down to be buddies. I don't drink, but you can buy me I don't know, a smoke a bowl or something. But I'm gonna get to the next person.
Cig or something. You like cigs?
No, but I don't know. I'll smoke one with you.
I do want to point something out real quick before you cut me off here.
All right.
I think the world will be a better place if we didn't talk about, like, I feel like everybody hates somebody just because they're a Democrat or a Republican. But say, man, we're pretty cool. We have different beliefs, but we're pretty cool.
Listen, I'm awesome as fuck. All right. I don't know about
We're
you.
awesome as fuck. We don't agree with each other, but we can agree to disagree and we can still be buddies. And that's awesome.
Well, hey, I'm gonna get to the next guest. We like each other too much. My audience hates that. All right.
Oh, we're supposed to be mad at it.
Go, yeah.
See, that's the problem.
Go on,
That's
get.
the problem right there. It's the problem we're facing. Is everybody wants the animosity, man. Everybody needs to be happy. You know.
All right, Bob. You have a good, safe Saturday night. All right.
All right, you're my best friend, brother. God bless you.
All right, smoochies. Chat, follow the stream if you enjoy friendship and debates, and at least better than Twilight on a Saturday night. At least you're not watching the Twilight Saga. Or anthology, is it? How many Twilights are there now? Hello?
Pickles.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
Partially. You said something earlier to one of your guests that you had up earlier, and just wanted to ask you a question. You said that you are sick and tired of blue states playing for red states, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I'm just memeing. So I actually am for helping the people that need stuff. That's what Democrats are for. Like the whole country, caring about U.S. citizens. Even if you're not U.S. citizens sometimes. Like if people are people and they need help or food, like we're kind of down for that. So when we talk about America first, I think Democrats do that. I don't think Republicans do.
So you're not sick of it?
Yeah, I know. I was memeing on him.
Okay, so you weren't being honest.
Sure.
Okay.
This a way of me pointing out how stupid it is for Republicans to come around and tell us how to do the economy.
Well, I mean, at the same time, a lot of Californians are moving out of California to move to
It's not a
Texas.
thing anymore.
No, it really is, and
It's
not only to Texas, to Nevada, to bypass the state income tax. You make like 13% right off the bat just for moving.
yeah, and then they're
from
finding out that
California
the property taxes are insane. You find out that that's the case, and then they move back.
Yeah, but most people don't own property. I mean, there are some that do, sure, but I mean, the property tax isn't really that crazy compared to California from Nevada.
It is. It's about the same. When you do all the math, it's about all the same.
Comparing Nevada to California?
Sure. First of all, you're being dishonest. Have you ever looked at the data, Shizload, about how many people leave California?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I've looked at it.
What percent of Californians are leaving California?
I can't give you an exact percent. Like what
is it above, below, millions, hundreds, thousands, 1%, 10%, 20, 30, 50? What do you think?
Okay, so the volume might be low, but it's the quality of people that are actually
quality
moving
of
away from
people.
Yeah, companies, for example, corporations that are actually employing.
So California is a huge epicenter of like starting businesses. So they are this great like springboard of like Republican states don't offer fucking anybody anything. You're just kind of left out to dry. So people like take advantage of all of California's subsidies and all of their programs that help small businesses. And
what incentives do you get to have a business in California versus Nevada?
First of all, like being in Silicon Valley and being funded. I don't know. There's plenty of things that give you a head start in California, and that's why most businesses start in California or in blue states.
Like,
not in red
give
states.
Me an incentive of starting a business in Silicon Valley versus starting a business in Nevada.
Sure, I'll look one up. I've never started one.
Then funding. I mean, you named funding as your number one response. So funding, you probably have to have that funding in order to even get by in Silicon Valley. And I'm sure you can get the same amount of funding in Nevada. I mean,
isn't Nevada blue?
Is Nevada what?
Blue.
Did they turn blue? I think they've been red.
They're blue.
Nevada's a blue state?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
They're like notoriously blue, I think.
No, no, Nevada's been red.
No, what? A big city?
What?
I used to live in Vegas.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, look at the gun rights in Nevada. It's a red state.
It's purple. Nevada's blue. They're blue. California offers small businesses various incentives like tax credits. California competes hiring R&D, grants from Cal OSBA, rebuilding funds, step for exporting industry-specific loan guarantees like SBLGP, which I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna pretend to. And then to help with growth, hiring, innovation, and economic development, often targeting specific sectors and disadvantaged. Like, there's fucking nothing like that in any red states. They don't raise money to do things as a collective. Blue states do, and we make things, and y'all just, I don't know, want to be left alone and farm and do things that are 100 years old.
So if you're claiming that red states are full of poverty, right? Red states are full of basically poor people.
No, I'm not what I'm claiming.
Yeah, because you're saying that blue
No,
states.
I'm saying that
pay for red
they're
states.
ran as a poverty, like they run insolvent. They don't plan on paying their own bills. They don't care to. They have no intention to. They don't try to balance their budget. Like Georgia, I think takes for every dollar that they give to the government, they get like $3 or $4 back to pay for school and all the places where they haven't taxed people enough to pay those bills. So all these blue states who make a fuck ton of money, like California, they send for every dollar they send, they get like 2 cents back or some shit. So they fund most of those red states that can't figure out how to just fucking tax their people.
Do you think Gavin Newsom's doing a good job in California?
Sure, what's he doing bad?
What's he doing good?
He is like booming with businesses. He's constantly doing programs for small businesses, like I just said. Can you give me like a nuanced take? I'm just gonna guess what it is. You don't like homeless people in California?
No, Gavin Newsom inherited the economy. He didn't create that economy in California. He inherited California's economy, right?
Sure.
What did he do
From
good? What has he done good for California?
I don't know. I'm not Californian.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm asking you. You say you think he's doing a good job. I'm asking you why.
You'd have to like give me a reason why he's doing so bad. I don't know.
Well, I'm asking you why you said he's doing.
Can
a
you
good
critique
job, so
him?
why is he doing a good job?
You're like leading me into supporting him and asking me if like I'm like sure. I'm not. I don't have like a Newsom picture in my background or anything.
I'm not leading you in. I asked you a simple question. If you think he's doing a good job, you said yes, but you cannot give me a reason why.
I said sure, and I shook my head.
You said yes. And
I think he's doing a great job trolling Trump. There you go.
Okay, but he's not doing a good job as.
I think he's doing a good job protecting teachers from being targeted from bigots. I think he's doing a good job carrying himself as a leader in front of his constituents and sticking up for people. I think he's doing great with redistricting California and letting his people vote on it. It was like letting people choose whether or not he wanted to gerrymander and react to Texas's redistricting. I think that was great.
He's doing a good job letting his cities burn down.
Oh my God. Sure. Hey, can you tell me, does Trump have plans to dissolve FEMA?
I'm not sure.
Wouldn't that be the whole nation? Trump not caring about the whole fucking nation burning down?
Trump actually had to inject help, and Gavin Newsom.
He's going to be dissolving FEMA, dude. He did that for political points. What y'all didn't know because you're silly, you don't just like read or anything. He's dissolving FEMA, so nobody gets $750 checks anymore at all. But Joe Biden was a bad guy for giving y'all one because he didn't care enough to give you more.
I'm not too familiar with FEMA, to be honest.
It's federal emergency or something. They responded to disasters. So when floods come through, when hurricanes, tornadoes rip through cities, or when fires burn down a city, they come in, they rescue people, they fucking helicopter in, they take care of water and like immediate needs of people. And when it's advantageous, Trump is there on the ground saying how disastrous it is and how Biden's not helping anybody. And now he just doesn't think that needs to exist at all, so that you guys can have no tax on tips or some shit.
Yeah, so I don't know if FEMA did anything during the California fires, but I know Trump injected. He had to inject the military in order to help, right? And Gavin
He
Newsom
didn't.
said,
He
"Oh no,
didn't.
you're wrong for doing that."
Yeah,
While his cities
he
are
did a
burning.
political theater stunt, just like he did every time he flew around with Air Force One when he was campaigning against Biden, like in Georgia. What happens is you have to fucking have a 7-mile clearance in the airspace while FEMA's going around trying to fucking save people who are drowning. Trump's got to come in and get his picture taken. He built a little wall out of debris and everything, and had a podium, and he even lied and said the governor can't even get a hold of Biden. Biden was on the phone with the governor like the night before. He had boots on the ground. He was up all night with them all night. Trump was out there trying to create disaster and distress while Biden was actually fixing things.
Okay.
He was doing a fucking press campaign while people were trying to survive, while their houses were being flooded.
Okay, sure. There's also 80,000 kids that went missing under Biden.
Okay, that's also not the number. Trump, notoriously, this is what he does. He does something like that, and then he points at Biden and he gaslights us.
What did he do?
So when Trump was first in office, he did this thing called the zero tolerance policy with Tom Homan. And the zero tolerance policy was literally a thing he was doing as a deterrent to scare people to not come. They were just straight up arresting and jailing the women and their children or the families separately. And then they would trial them separately and then deport them separately. And out of all of the people he did this to, 1,300 children just didn't know how to get in touch with their family. Like, they didn't speak English, or they were like infants or something like that. We have no way of getting a hold of their parents because of this thing Trump did. And so he had to like tell this lie about how Biden did something. Like, Biden didn't do anything about like changing a program where children got lost. Trump did, though.
You can defend somebody who lost $80,000.
How did Biden lose 80,000 children?
It was under his administration.
Okay, can you tell me anything about it, or you just trust that that's true because Trump said it? Because Trump lies all the time.
I'm not trusting that Trump said it. There was sources all around the whole
Okay,
internet. I mean,
here's the other story. Trump and Vance, I think, both repeated a lie that Biden lost 300,000 children. And if you ever just like Googled it and did fact check, people were blasting Vance and Trump because it was a giant lie. The 300,000 number came from an ICE report. The head of ICE came out and said, here's that number. This is why they're talking about this. And it was the 300,000. It was 300,000 children who had not received like a failure to appear in court or notice to appear in court because like they moved or their parents like have changed or their residency has changed. So over like tens and tens of years, we have all of these kids who just don't have we don't have a way of getting a hold of them. We didn't lose them. They're not in our custody.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the misleading thing that like every nice propaganda has like a seed of truth in it, I guess. But yeah, that's the fact check on that. And it's disgusting that also that 300,000 number is also mostly Trump. It was from the years of like 2017 to 2023. So it was like almost half and half Biden and Trump, but technically more Trump. It's so disgusting how you're coming to me full chested with these like lies they've told you. It's so dangerous that what they do.
It's not something that Biden it's not something that Trump or JD Vance said.
It is something JD Vance said.
It's something that the news sources, other than them, have said. I mean, it's all over every news.
It doesn't sound
channel
like
that-
you know
if you can
anything
Google,
besides that.
Just Google 80,000 kids missing under the Biden administration. Something will get pulled up.
Cool. I'll do it for you right now.
Yeah, show your screen. And show me the links that you click. There you go.
80,000 missing children, Biden. The claim that 80,000 migrants are missing under the Biden administration is misleading, as the figure refers to number. Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. And then the number of children the government cannot reach during post-release wellness follow-up calls, not a confirmed count of lost or missing individuals. Just like I fucking said.
It's okay for you to use AI. Go down to the actual source.
Okay. This one?
House.gov. Sure.
ORR director fails to answer questions about 85,000 lost unaccompanied alien children, flawed vetting of sponsors, and more. The unprecedented levels of legal border crossing incentivized Biden's policies have overwhelmed ORR. So it just says that there were so many people that I guess we lost track of kids coming in.
Okay, go to the next link.
The ORR director couldn't answer questions about reports that show HHS has lost contact with more than 85,000 children. It's exactly what it's talking about. Is lost contact. Could not failure to appear, dude. The post-release wellness follow-up calls. That's what they're alluding to scare you and be like, oh no, these kids are like missing, like milk carton status, and they're not. It's misleading. It's fear-mongering. It's a talking point. It's sad. You just got caught in it. You should stop listening to whoever you just listened to for that.
We can't contact them. They went missing. Let's just forget about it.
Yeah, we should, because they're not under our custody.
Yeah. Let's just forget about the 80,000 kids that went.
Yeah, I don't know. I have people that try to call my old phone number all the time. Do you want to help me with that?
Yeah, sure. You're in the system, right? You got a birth certificate?
No, not on me. I guess we got to go check it out.
Sure. Anyways, it's kind of crazy how you can defend how 80,000 kids went missing, and your answer is
went missing. Where should they be?
Your answer is we just can't contact them. That's
no, it's not that they're missing. It's literally we have no business like having them. It's like a follow-up wellness check. It's just, hey, how are you? And they didn't answer.
Okay, so the Biden administration
They're
did
missing.
a horrible job. So under the Biden administration, they did a horrible job at actually tracking these kids, right?
No, the other part of this is that this is fucking numbers combining Trump and Biden's presidency, buddy, like I just explained. So what you're downplaying is Trump's part in this, 40,000 of those. You're downplaying that.
No.
What about ICE losing 1,300 of them like this month? What about that? This month, there's like 1,300 we can't find.
Hold on. They didn't go missing. They just lost their phone number.
No, they were in custody of ICE.
Wait. No, they didn't go missing.
It's not the same. Like ICE has these people, and now they're missing. But Biden didn't have these people. Biden did not have these people in custody. These people are free. They're free people. Trump kidnapped people and like lost a few. That's a big deal.
No, we lost.
He scooped them up at birthday parties and outside of courthouses, and he's like, I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the law. And then he's like doing things against the law and then losing people, and people are dying, or we got ICE agents choking out their wives in their homes.
Or maybe they changed addresses.
Now you're not even being honest, because they are in custody of the United States. You're not addressing that. They're in custody.
So were those 80,000 kids?
Are they supposed to be in our custody?
Are these guys supposed to be in our custody?
No.
Okay.
No. I guess if you ask you think they should be, right?
All right. Anyways, another topic. So since you were lying earlier about helping red states, you said you actually.
I said I was lying?
Yeah, you did.
I was being deceitful about whether or not I want to help red states.
Yeah, you said, well,
Y'all shouldn't trust me then. Dang.
First of all, you said to another guest that you can't stand that blue states help red states, and now you're telling me, oh no, I think it's a great thing.
Dang, I guess it's so shaky. You don't know how to trust anymore. Hey, have you ever heard Trump tell you about how tariffs are paid for by foreign countries? Do you still continue to trust him every day with all the lies he says?
I actually love the tariffs because you know what? I think
I'm not asking you if you love them. Like, you know that they're not paid by foreign countries, though, right? You love how Trump tells you lies. That's what we're talking about.
So I think what he means by that is that we actually tariff countries, right, to import into the United States.
Is that your understanding of what tariffs are, buddy?
So they're paying these tariffs to import into our economy.
Is that how you? Is that what you think they do?
So go ahead, explain to me what a tariff does, sir. If you think he's lying about other countries paying tariffs, tell me how they're not.
Okay. You know what? This works better with drawings.
Yeah, draw a picture.
This works better. I'm gonna do you a huge solid too. I think there's a crayon I can grab. We'll do this. All right, so here's China, and here's the United States. When someone here, like Cocoa Water, wants to buy coconuts, they got to ship them over here from China. I don't think it's China, it's somewhere else, but they got to ship them over here. And in order to get these things from China, to accept them on shore, Trump hands Cocoa Water a bill that says tariffs. It's a tax, and Cocoa Water has to pay that tax. Does China pay that tax? No.
Is Cocoa Water based out of China?
No, they're based out of the United States.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I was saying. So if they're
Cocoa Water
that are based out of China are going to pay that tariff, right?
No, Cocoa Water is a U.S. company based in U.S. ordering water or ordering coconuts. Probably not from China again, but they pay the tariffs. The U.S. company pays that tax. So is it true or not true that the foreign countries pay the tariffs?
If they're a company based out of China, do they pay that tariff?
That would still be a U.S. company, right?
No,
like if it's a U.S. company ordering goods from China, the U.S. company pays the tariff. Even if it's a Chinese company in the United States ordering T-shirts from China, that Chinese company still pays the tariff. But that is a United States company.
Let's say it's a Chinese company based out of China importing into the United States.
Okay, what's the definition of import?
I don't know the exact definition, but it's basically transporting one product from one country to another.
Okay, what's the difference between import and export?
Import, you're bringing it in. Export, you're exporting out.
There you go. So when you just said was kind of incoherent. When China imports to us, that's not a good sentence. What you would say is China exports to us. So an exporter does not pay the tariff. The importer pays the tariff.
Okay, so sure. Let me rephrase what I said then. So a Chinese company based out of China exports their goods to their own company in the United States.
But I don't know how common that is. I don't think that's the scenario here.
What do you mean you don't know how common that is?
Yeah, like is Amazon Chinese based now? Like Amazon gets almost all their goods from China, so that's a U.S. company.
Amazon really doesn't. I mean, sure they have their own products, but mostly it's
okay. So the buyers, which is probably just like a nerd like me with 7 monitors that just buys Amazon products from China and puts them in an Amazon warehouse, and that person, that U.S. person, that citizen is going to get taxed by Trump.
Yeah, and okay, sure, and nine times out of 10, it's usually a Chinese company selling
Says
to
who?
themselves in America.
What the hell are you talking about?
They
Like
have
what?
a
Give me an
warehouse.
example. I don't even know what like maybe there's a few instances of that. I don't think that's even close to the most common. No, a lot of
Yes.
it's just like
They're
if
taking
I
advantage of the United States market. Of
no,
course,
they're
they're
not.
going to do that.
No, we are taking advantage of the Chinese market. We take
How are you
advantage of the
taking-
fact that they have a very cheap standard of living and they don't have to pay their people very much, and we get cheap labor.
And China is taking advantage of that same scenario because China knows that they're the cheapest. So they manufacture the most for us, right? They can literally dictate the prices here in
That
America.
they did that,
because
yeah.
They manufacture
They did
everything for
like
us.
many years of planning to do this. Yeah, that's what a good country does. They did a really good thing for their economy.
Oh, they did a really good thing by enslaving their people.
Oh no, that's not a
They
thing.
did a really good thing by not paying them anything.
What's
Is that what you're saying?
what's their minimum wage?
Their minimum wage is fucking pennies.
Do
I
you
don't
know
even
what
know
it?
if they
Do you know
have
what
a
the
minimum
cost of
wage.
living is there? How many people are homeless in China?
Define homeless because a lot of them live in a fucking shack.
Yeah,
Sure.
they don't have they have
Yes, they
like
do.
you literally have almost zero homeless people. Like
Dude.
you literally have to like force
Dude,
yourself to be
some live
homeless
in
to be
the
homeless.
fucking warehouse. Some live in the fucking
Dude,
factory. Some
no,
fall
no.
asleep with their shoes on.
Look, we have that here
No,
too.
no.
We have kids. We have Florida right now. Your people trying to get 14-year-olds to work overnight. Okay, spare me.
Oh, that's not happening in California, right?
We're not fighting for kids to work overnight. No, actually, they have the most strenuous like child labor laws ever in California. People move out of California because of it, like you said.
So you think China did a great job by enslaving their people to?
What do you? Yeah, what's our minimum wage? $7.25. Can you live on $7.25, dude?
That's not what I said. I said you're giving China a pat on the back for enslaving their people and saying
Who's
they did
being
a great
enslaved?
job for their economy.
Dude, look at this. They're literally about to beat us in the economy. Yeah, Trump is scared shitless, and he's like literally attacking Argentina and Venezuela for even thinking about doing trade with China.
Good.
Yeah, because he's so scared because China is on a trajectory to beat our GDP in I think 10 years. They are going to be
Okay.
ahead of us.
Yeah.
So you can cry about them like these
wouldn't
imaginary
doubt it, yeah.
scenarios all day, but they're killing us. They're
wouldn't
out
doubt
there
it.
doing high-speed rail. They've got better electric cars. They've got better technology. They got better everything. They're beating us in nuclear fission. They're beating us in engineering. They can build a whole bridge in fucking 8 days. Like they are badasses.
Sure. But you know what? It's because their people are fucking starving.
That's not true.
badass.
Nobody
That's
starves
not
in China.
badass.
It's not very common to starve in China. It's really easy to like if you brought $100 to
Okay.
China, you could live on that $100 for like a year eating.
Really, that's why even Apple, a huge company like that that's doing business with China, actually had people dying, getting unalived in their factories, right?
Mm-hmm.
For working so much.
Look at this. These are all the empty cities. China built too many cities. These aren't shacks. These are just abandoned cities because China built too many. Like, that's not a thing.
Yeah, and you think that's good?
I think it's a flex. They don't have enough people
That's
like
not a
having
flex.
offspring. Yeah, they're not. They accidentally stop their people from having
That's not
enough
a flex.
kids.
You know what? 'Cause
They have
nobody
so
can
much
afford-
money.
why
They
are
built so.
empty?
What if we had
Why are they
this?
empty?
Because they don't have enough people.
Dude, China is way overpopulated. What are
Dude,
talking
do you
about?
understand what population decline is?
Dude, their population is. They
Do
live
you?
literally
What
on
is
top of each other.
population decline?
Why are you pivoting here?
You're pointing out how you don't understand populations.
Population decline. I understand what you mean. So what are you saying? You think China has population decline?
They absolutely do.
Dude, China has more people.
That doesn't mean they don't have a decline.
Sure, they might have a little decline, but look at the population overall.
I know. And it's
They
not good
have
when it declines, no matter how
so
big or
many
small.
people there. That's
No
why
matter
their
how big
labor
or
is
small, when
so
your
cheap.
population declines, bad.
That's one of the reasons why their labor is so cheap, because there's so many people there.
All right. I can do the population decline drawing if I have to, but when your population has like more old people than young people, your like whole economy just collapses. That's what's happening. That's what could happen. That's what could happen to us, especially when y'all do mass deportation like idiots. That's
Yeah,
what's happening.
Whose fault was that? They were actually restricting themselves to having 2 kids, right? Or 1 kid.
Yes. Yeah.
at
And they
some
had to
point.
undo that. Yeah. I told
Yeah.
you. That's what I said.
Whose fault is that?
I told you. That's what they accidentally restrained themselves. Yes. They fucked themselves over.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I can see how they can have a small decline in population, but still overall their population is massive.
It's not a small decline. It's a big deal. It's bad.
What percent?
So to reproduce, you need 2.2 children per family, and we're at
answer my question.
1.6.
What percent of decline are they having?
I'm telling you, we're at 1.6, and I think they're at like 1.8.
And, okay. Huge, right? Okay.
Yes, it's a big deal. Yes, it's existential.
Okay. Oh God. All right. New conversation. How do you feel about trans? So that's another thing you were talking about earlier to one of your guests. Is trans in bathrooms and shit.
Mm-hmm. I thought you were saying Charlie Kirk. We are Charlie Kirk.
No,
what do you think about Trump saying that?
Trump saying what?
I'll show you.
You talking about Charlie?
No. My flame burns high for Charlie.
Do you love Charlie?
The biggest fan.
I knew it.
We are Charlie Kirk, chat.
If Caitlyn Jenner were to walk into Trump Tower and want to use the bathroom, you would be fine with her using any bathroom she chooses.
That is correct.
Appearing at a live town hall meeting.
Hold on, let's see what he says too. Hold on.
Trump also said he admires Harriet Tubman, but doesn't think Andrew Jackson should be removed from the $20 bill.
Andrew Jackson had a great history.
Now, he goes on to say, they cut it, but he goes on to say, there's just no problems, which is true. There's no, can you name a thing that happened since he said this that's changed his mind?
No, I think one of the reasons why he's saying that is because she's probably friends with, what's that person's name? Kris Jenner or
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah.
So he's too pussy to speak his mind? I thought he was known for not doing that.
No, I think because Caitlyn Jenner supports Trump, right? So he's probably.
So
he's
just
probably trying to
like
get support
he
back.
couldn't figure out if he would pardon Diddy or not, he finally decided he wouldn't because Diddy doesn't support Trump. So his political opinions sway with whether or not you like him.
Sure. But anyways, I mean.
He caved him on Donnie too. Yeah, that too.
Anyway, I don't know. I think it's just weird.
Okay, well, Trump didn't.
I can put a dress on and go in the girls' restroom.
Okay, there's no actual things. There's no bad outcomes coming out of this. There's just like transphobes. When we do all sorts of like logic tests and hypotheticals, this all falls apart. Like, I don't know. What do you feel about lesbians being in locker rooms with other women? What do you feel about the fact that women's bathrooms are literally just sectioned off?
Super chatted $10. Why is it that TikTokers always have a quiet YouTube stream? I'm sure Terry's solutions to fix that. It's
Oh,
pretty
What was your
easy to
question?
raise the gain on OBS.
I
I
got it.
need 100% sound to hear this while walking outside.
I just turned it up. Thank you so much. I just turned it up. Let me know how that is, okay? Let me know how that is. Thank you.
So, how do you feel about creating their own restroom? If they feel like they are trans, they can have their own
All right.
universal restroom.
This is we learned about
Because
this. Wait,
okay,
hold on.
but
The
before
saying
you,
is separate but equal. The saying is separate but equal, and we did this with Jim Crow. Remember how they like water fountains and bathrooms? Do you remember how we treated the people who had to use those other bathrooms? That's
no,
what would happen.
but that's the choice you want to make. I mean, I don't think it's 2020. It's going to be 2026. I don't think
There's
so.
no
When
choice. Being trans is not really a choice.
it kind of is, because you got to modify your body.
No. That's actually not even required for being trans.
Okay, so
Being trans is a condition, and science is starting to show how there are medical markers. There's genetic markers for predispositions to being things like gay and trans, and we can actually see all of this stuff on an MRI. So it's not really something you can change. Like, just like if you were born with an extra thumb or maybe some genital thing going on, people can be born with a brain that's different. And that's exactly what's going on. They're born
let me
with
ask you this.
a brain that's different.
Let me ask you this. Say it's a Trump. Say it's a MAGA person that actually supposedly went trans, right? They're able to go in the girls' restroom and use that restroom.
Yeah,
Even though they're
if they were genuine about it, yes. So
even
what
though
you're
they're
alluding
MAGA
to,
affiliated. What if they're not?
if they're not, what you're alluding to is cis men, not trans. You're talking about them committing atrocities. So, and that's 90-something% of all crimes are committed by straight cis men, not trans people. They're very underrepresented in things like this. So it's even less warranted that this is like being proposed.
No, I think it happens all the time. So how do you identify a cis man who's dressed up as a woman just to get into the girls' restroom to do something horrible?
Is this common?
Trans? Honestly, it probably is. And even if it isn't, even if it's just a percent, shouldn't it
Yes.
be?
No. No, we should. If there are outliers, which there always are, there are bad actors in every corner, every demographic. There's a bunch of priests that fuck with kids. We don't outlaw churches, do we?
Well, I'm not. It's a little different. It's a different situation.
What's different about it?
Because they're not going into the restroom.
No, they're
Into the
just
wrong
bringing them into the
restroom.
back of the cathedral for communion and Christ checks.
Yeah, of course that's horrible. That's wrong. But so is a cis man dressing up as a woman to act like he's trans to get into the girls'
What's
restroom,
more
right?
common, churches or creepy men doing the thing that you're pretending happens?
What does it matter what's more common? It's still an
Because
issue.
don't we want to eliminate where the problem is instead of just cast like harmful doubt on a minority group?
Sure. So how do you eliminate it?
I don't know. Like we can just look at the demographics of who's touching children, and there's a great website for this.
I mean, I could tell you, I'm giving you an example of how to eliminate the cis men going into girls' restrooms dressed up as trans, and
No,
that's by
that's not a
creating their own
problem though. That's not
restroom.
like a problem that's happening. So you're making up a problem and you're giving us
It
a
is a
solution
problem.
that would cause
It
more
absolutely is a
problems.
problem.
You're giving us a solution that would cause more problems to us, problem that's not existing. because you haven't given me like a number of people doing this. You haven't given me the last instance of this happening. I am
So
actually
just
seeing
because I
more
gave you,
instances
just
of
because I
people.
haven't gave you a number doesn't mean that it's not happening.
No, I know you're just assuming it's happening. So usually where
It is
people
happening.
no, usually where people start is uh like when crimes happen, then you respond to that and you're like, okay, how can we stop this crime? What you're doing is like what's that movie Minority Report, where like you're just predicting crimes that are going to happen and you're trying to act preemptively, and that's not how that works.
Do you know that the trans what do you want to call it? I wouldn't call it an industry. Do you know that the transgender community is one of the most violent communities ever?
How?
What?
How so?
Just by the data shown.
What data?
Look at the trans in jail, and look at the
amount of trans people in jail.
Look at the amount of trans people in jail versus the actual ratio of trans people. How many trans have went to jail?
Have you ever looked this up?
I actually have.
Are trans people overrepresented in jail? Because you know who's actually overrepresented in all crime? White men. It's like 97% of all violent crime, white men.
Well,
Should we start locking up all white men?
Not when you look at the ratio of white men versus white men in jail. If you look at the ratio of the trans community, and trans violence, the trans violence is huge.
Oh, and violent crime? Because they could be in jail for like tax fraud.
No, and violent crime, and also SA. I mean,
Wait,
multiple
no.
different.
That's not true either.
reasons.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. You just made that up. No, transgender people are not overrepresented in violent crime as well. In fact, available evidence indicates they are substantially more likely to be victims of violent crime, which is what I always say. They're 4 times more likely to be victims of crime. They're not out there doing more crime. They're 1% of the population, less than. So you would have to say how they're 1% of a prison population or more, and they're not. They're definitely not.
They are. I'm sorry.
Okay, show me the data. The burden of proof's on you. I'm looking up right now. I don't see it, so it's your turn. Because that was just that's extremely big thing to say.
$18 times more. Hold on. 18 times more likely to be convicted of a violent crime.
Trans people are?
Yes.
Where did you see that? Where is that?
Just Google and put it on your screen. Are trans more violent than any other community?
Trans MTF, transitioners 6 times more likely to be convicted of an offensive than female comparators, 8 times more. No, they're just saying about the two trans parties, that male to female to male. But they're underrepresented. The group had no statistically significant differences from other natal males, though, for convictions in general for violent offending.
But when you look at the
both of the
ratio, it
sentences.
is. Yeah, but you also got to compare ratios of how many male there is and how many trans there are on the world.
That's what this says.
$18 times more likely to be convicted of a violent offense.
Female to male were more likely than the male to female, not than just cis males or cis females. It's just the two compared to each other. But still, both combined, they still are underrepresented when compared to just a cisgender person.
What do you mean define underrepresented?
If they're 1% of the population, they should commit 1% of the crime. If they commit 2% of the crime, they're overrepresented in crime, right? That means they're doing more than normal. I don't know where he went. I guess he just ran. I don't know. Y'all. Chat, I love you. Let me see if I'm so sorry if I missed any donations. Let me see. Just kidding. Chat, there's a Cash App and Venmo in the bio. If you guys are trying to donate to the stream, I also read your messages aloud. YouTube, how is that volume doing? Let me check on you. Guys, give me just a second while I get to the next guest. Go ahead and tap the screen. Follow me. Hello?
What's going on?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
I am.
What do you like about Trump?
Everything.
You want to give me something?
Give me something that you don't like about Trump. But hold on, before you do that, I want to talk to you about some of the things you've been talking to these guests about, which I got to tell you, some of them did a terrible job. They're not basing anything on facts. So let's talk about tariffs. Let's start with that. We'll go backwards and stuff.
Cool. What are the tariffs for?
How do you use
Daryl Brown
tariffs?
7,283 super chatted $10. You are amazing. Keep doing this hard work. Volume is great.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. Say that again.
It goes, how do you use tariffs?
To protect industries.
What are they for? Like, how do we weaponize tariffs?
Oh, well, if you want to use a tariff as a weapon, then
Correct.
I
It's
guess
a weapon
that's,
when you
so
negotiate. It's used as a weapon.
I get that. I get that. So you need to tell me what's the intention of the tariff? What's the weapon?
You understand this? No, but I'm asking you because you're the host and you've been sitting here. Hold on, and I'll answer it. But you've been sitting here the entire time acting like you know, and then you go to Google. So I'm asking you, what is the point of a tariff?
I just told you, to protect an industry.
Protect an industry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think it's fair to say that America has been, for the longest time, for decades, has been taken advantage of by other countries? Would you agree? Yes or no? It's just simple. It's a yes or no. Do you think other
America's been
countries
taken advantage of? No.
Correct. You don't think other countries have taken advantage of America?
You're gonna have to substantiate that. You can't just be vague.
Got it. I love that. I love the way you move them. Okay, cool. So your own people, because I'm assuming you're a Democrat, your own people before Trump, I'm talking about Nancy Pelosi, I'm talking about Chuck, they all were begging to put tariffs on China. I'm giving you an example. And if you'd like, you can go ahead and go onto YouTube since you're on it.
Were they talking about blanket tariffs?
Hold on. No. It wasn't just blanket. Okay. Yeah. It was all around. We have to stop China because we are funding China and their military way before Trump came into the picture. Mm-hmm. We are funding China. Okay. We are funding them and their military. You know, this is true. You want to go right to the clips, right? Since you're good with Google AI and clipping, go right to the clips. You will see that way before Trump came into office.
You're being very generous with that, right? You're just being very vague and saying, well, that means they
it's
love
not vague.
blanket tariffs.
It's not vague. We need to. No. We need to.
So are you saying that they are for blanket tariffs?
You know. Let me repeat it for you again. Let me repeat it to you so you understand.
So I know
this is the way you debate people. You try to go ahead and shut them up. So here,
I'm not sure.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'll say it again. I'll say it again, and then I want you to think about it and give me an honest answer.
Okay.
Okay. They came out multiple times putting numbers on the tariffs. How did you feel about that? This is your party.
Putting numbers on the tariffs?
Correct. 50% tariffs, 100% tariffs. They were coming out way before Trump.
Can you tell me
Go
exactly
look
what
at the
they
clips.
meant? Hold on.
What do you mean exactly what they
be
meant?
Misleading. You want to be misleading.
They literally said we need to put
All right,
tariffs
David,
on
David,
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna- I'm muting you now. So when you have a clip of Nancy Pelosi saying, "Hey, let's put tariffs on China," what she's probably talking about would be like EVs, microchips, yada yada. That makes sense. And what you're trying to do is like, well, if you like that, you love these blanket tariffs. You love the idea of tariffs, and that's not how tariffs are used. You just alluded to they're being used for economic war, which is what Trump's using them for. That's not what Nancy Pelosi was trying to allude to. The truth is, yes, there are some problems with us sending jobs to China, but I don't think that there's only one way to go about it, and it's unilateral tariffs directly from the president's desk with his pen and paper, and that's it. He controls the whole world's economy right now with his desk, without Congress, without any part of the executive branch, just him.
Can I speak now? Is that okay?
Yep.
Anyway, exactly what I said. Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, I can name all your
they
all
love
your
targeted
people
tariffs.
out.
Me too.
I can name all your people who
Yeah,
are
I know.
coming out and literally Bill Clinton made the worst decision in the world, bringing in China into the WTO.
But we're talking about tariffs, right?
Hold on. This all leads. I'm giving you an example of China, right? I know it's hard for you. I know you. Hold on. I know
the
it's-
story of us in China. Do you?
I know it. If you allow me to speak, I know you like to mute people. You try to be like you're the light version of Dean.
You
That's
keep
it.
repeating things that we've already moved
Because
past.
I'm trying to get through to you. Because
you're
like
not getting through to
tariffs are
anybody.
good. Tariffs are good. You know what it does? It brings back business. How did you feel about Wall Street? 44% of Wall Street was owned by foreign entities. How did you like that? Were you for that or you're against
Tariffs
that?
help that.
No, I'm asking you a question. 44% of because I'm
tariffs help
gonna
that?
keep. I'm asking you a question. 44% of Wall Street was owned by foreign entities. How did you feel about that?
I didn't feel any way about it. How do you feel about Trump inviting more of that?
So you think it's okay that 44%
So
of
Trump
Wall
wants more of
Street?
that. Trump
No.
wants more of that.
He
He's inviting
wanted
more of that. Do you
retail.
like that?
He actually did everything possible to allow retail to come into the market. Retail, American people to come into the market to own more
and now
companies.
he's over there begging countries to come inject
He's
more
not begging
money.
anybody.
Other
What
countries.
he's doing is he's trying to bring back, like Apple, right? Let's take Apple, for example. He's bringing Apple back to America, having
not.
Apple build. Oh, yes, he is. It's proven. They're making investments into the United States of
They were
America
already
to
going
bring
to do
products
that.
back.
They're already going to do that.
They weren't ready to do anything.
Yeah,
Okay?
we have I
A
can
lot
show
of
you a news
countries-
article in 2021.
You could great. You
News
could
article
show
in
a lot of.
2021 showing
you
that
could-
they're
let
pledging
me ask you this
400
question. Are
million.
you ready?
I'm sorry,
Are you ready?
sir.
I'm gonna
I'm
hit you
so
with this
sorry
one.
this is happening to you.
Are you
Apple
ready?
has a news. They've been
Are-
pledging half of.
Are you ready? Are you
they've
ready
been
for this
pledging
one?
$400 billion.
I'll give you an example real quick.
Since 2021.
If Trump's tariffs were bad, right? Then why did Biden's administration keep them?
All right, this is what I'm going to draw it for you.
Go ahead. No. Trump put in tariffs his first term. Biden kept them. Why? And you can draw all you want.
I have to.
You can keep drawing. This is so easy, man. This is easy. This is what I'm talking about. Like, you guys are so emotional about Trump. Like, you're just like, it becomes like you put on blinders. I'm even wondering if you guys even care about the country. You're so ready to like, I have to be right even though I'm wrong. Like, Trump puts in tariffs on China. Biden never takes them off.
All right. This is just
Funny
a
how we're
drawing
talking about
of the
targeted-
difference between my brain and your brain, okay?
Okay.
So liberal
see that.
brain and so liberal brains, like the things that are good about tariffs. Tariffs are good. They're like, we have a nuance. It's a little complex. So
now
like targeted
tariffs
tariffs
are
are
good.
good. Protective, they protect industry. They earn.
So now hold
votes.
on. Targeted
And
tariffs
now-
are good now.
Okay. And now you are trying to say all good tariffs, all good because one person said this kind of tariff is good, or because I have a clip of them saying it. Like that's not
No, but
anything.
these are
I'm
your
telling you,
no.
there's
These are the people that
nuance. Like
represent
you
you.
see how like there's
No,
like
but hold on,
some.
Nancy.
You
But
see how
hold
there's
on,
like some nuance. I agree with
Nancy.
Nancy
Hold
there.
on.
I agree with
But hold
Nancy
on,
there.
Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer
I agree with
are the
them.
ones who hold on. But I'm saying they're the ones who brought this up, and the whole Democratic Party wanted this put into
Targeted
play.
tariffs. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yes,
Targeted
not
tariffs are great.
even not just blanketed, but targeted
No,
as well.
just targeted. Just targeted.
No.
Just
They
targeted.
wanted no.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah. Can you show me
because
somebody talking about
if you look
blanket
at,
tariffs?
if you actually look this up, you would see how it all started with the Democratic Party. Tariffs came about from the Democrats.
No.
And that's fine
Blanket
because
and targeted. You keep saying both.
they did
You're
both.
conflating.
They did both. They
No.
did both.
Just
They
targeted.
did both.
Just targeted.
They absolutely no. They did both.
You're gonna have to show me where somebody says blanket tariffs are good because you don't have that.
Okay, that's not a problem. You know what?
Show me. Go ahead and find
You've
that for
been
me.
Googling. You've been Google
Go
AI
ahead.
it.
I'm
You've
not
been
doing
doing
your
that the whole
homework.
time.
I'm not doing your homework. The burden of
I
proof
don't
is on
need
you.
to. I don't need to. No, because I'm telling you, you should know, right?
You do. I guess you don't have any proof, so
I have
I
proof,
guess you
but
concede.
I can't Google it for you. Like you can
You
Google
sure
it for
can.
yourself.
I drew for you, dude.
Yeah, but I'm not here live with you where I can start drawing on a screen. I'm
Don't
telling
worry.
you.
I trust you. We all trust you, dude. We trust
I
you.
know. So then you agree. Then you agree that it all came from the Democratic Party, right? You
when
didn't have a problem with the Democrats.
Here's
Put that forth, right?
Here's the complex thinking of a liberal.
Fine. Get away from that
Here we go.
part. Fine, forget about Nancy Pelosi
Targeted
and Chuck.
tariffs good, blanket tariffs bad.
Hold
And
on,
you're
forget
just
about
like,
that.
no,
Fine.
you like all the tariffs.
Then can I ask you this question? Then I ask let's if you don't agree with me, if you think this is not factual and I'm making it up, let me ask you this question then. Why did Biden still keep Trump's
Targeted
tariffs?
tariffs?
I'm asking you a question.
Targeted tariffs?
Why did it? We'll go with targeted tariffs.
Yeah.
Tariffs is bad. Hold on.
Targeted
We can
tariffs
go
good.
blanketed. We can go blanketed, or we can go targeted. But I'm asking you a question.
Targeted.
Your audience doesn't know what a tariff is. Okay, so why did?
Believe me,
Why
my
did if tariff?
audience
Hold on,
knows way more than MAGA about tariffs.
Hold on. I've been reading the chat. Trust me, they don't know. Half of them don't know what a tariff is. I've been here for 2 hours
I
waiting.
just had to fucking explain to somebody what tariffs were, and I
Yeah. You've been picking the weakest debaters I've ever heard.
I can't pick.
You had a guy who I'll agree with you here 100%. You had a guy who came up here talking about like Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a pedophile. Like that was wild. Okay, like I'm one where I can go and call out.
I don't know what to do for you.
I can come up here and say like that was wild conversation. Like that dude has absolutely no clue what he's talking about.
Everyone's dad wants to destroy guests on tariffs. Zach, I love you. Thank you so much for the $10.
Tariffs. You know what? Tariffs are really good. You know why, Pickle? You know why tariffs are really cool? Because now they bring back short term. They might have a little bit of an effect where prices are a little bit higher, but they bring back our companies that have sold. Basically, not created jobs for Americans, but have created jobs for others. They bring them right back, and the huge investments have come into the United States of America.
Sure.
And they will be building stuff here, and that'll be more job creations for Americans. So why are you so against that?
Remember when?
Don't we want to get 42 million people off the SNAP program? No, but I'm asking you a question. Don't we want 42 million Americans to get off of the SNAP program?
They already have
and
jobs.
start working
70% of them already have jobs.
42 million Americans are on the SNAP program.
Yeah,
okay?
I know, and 70% have jobs.
42 million, I'm gonna keep repeating myself. 42 million Americans, even on TikTok, came out here. Well, half of them came out here who had phones to go ahead and express how they can't stand the fact that Trump took away their benefits when he never did. Okay? Who closed down the government? Who closed down the government? Who closed down the government? The latest government shutdown was preceded by
closed down the government.
But no. Just answer the question. You're smart. Who closed down the government?
David.
Hey, Pickle.
What's up, man? First of all, closing down the government never had to include starving people. That was Trump's decision, independent of closing the government down. The whole time, everyone could have eaten. It was Trump's special decision to twist the knife and try to blame us for people starving. And it's what lost all some special elections, some really bad ones. What's up, everyone's dad?
Oh, not much. Just sitting down in the chat and heard some preposterous BS. So I want to hop up here. When we talk about foreign ownership of the S&P 500 or stock market or Fortune 500 companies. That's measure known as like FDI, foreign direct investment. So we are at record highs under Trump. And what this represents is him encouraging other countries and companies to invest in the US, and they come in and buy up the equity stock of our American domestic companies. So we saw it decrease under Obama, spike back up under Trump in his first term. We saw it continue to spike up during Biden, and now we are at record highs.
Woof. Yeah, so the thing he just shamed me for is what Trump is inviting more of. What do you have to say to that, David?
What I have to say to that is, number one, I don't know why you keep muting me. Number two, nothing he said. The stock market is a world market. Anybody can come in. 44%.
Then why did you just hate that?
Under Biden? Hold on. Don't. I know you Democrats love to go ahead and move the goalposts just like he did. Along with you, hold on. You got to bring on a friend, a phone friend, to go ahead and go against me. And me and him debate then? Because you don't know any answers. I'll go against him right now.
Yeah,
he does. He's
cool,
just
thanks.
really bored.
Are you ready?
With this conversation.
It's a world market. So like what you just said was whatever. Like everybody knows that I'm in the markets. Anybody can participate in the markets. Hold on. Now I go in. Okay, now I go in. 44% of the companies in the stock market were owned by foreign entities.
Is that
you
bad?
agree with that?
Is that bad?
That's bad. That's very bad.
So more of that's bad,
David,
right?
That's extremely bad. And you know that that you went ahead and went on the whole rant just now. Not you.
So
Pickles,
Trump
'cause
inviting
you don't know
more of
anything.
them to come, is that bad?
No. Participate in the markets is different than having ownerships.
He just
of companies. 44%.
He just
ownership. No. That's not what's happening.
That's happening.
That's not what's
at
happening.
Record highs. He just
It's
said
not.
Exactly
it's absolutely
what's
not a record highs.
That's
the market
exactly
is at
what's
record
happening.
highs. Congratulations.
No,
We
the
have more
foreign
people.
ownership
We have
of our private businesses are at an all-time high.
44%. Would you agree? So, like, I'm going to try to debate you since you know about the market.
So when was your
44
snapshot of 44%?
and
taken,
44% of the market, 44% of these private companies were owned by who?
Are you going to say foreign entities?
Correct.
When was your snapshot?
Go look at the last snapshot of that was in 2024.
Wow, you don't understand that that's tracked monthly and it's higher.
No. It kept on. That was the last number. That was the last number.
Oh my God.
That was the last number under Biden's administration. And you know that, so you can't come back from
zero
that.
clue what you're talking about, David. You're right.
Is that all that you guys like?
Yes,
you Democrats
you're
are
right.
so funny.
Let me make something
Is that
up
all
too.
that you're going to say?
Right
Is
now,
that
under Trump, there's
you guys have to Google your information, and
Hold on,
Google
David,
AI is
responding.
wrong
David,
half the time.
David, calm yourself. I have to respond.
No, it's
with
just like
similar
it's
data.
ridiculous to listen to you guys.
I've got to respond with similar data. I just looked on the Google Foo. And
Now
it said
again, we go to Google. I love this.
132% of the stock market is owned by Egyptians. And you Republicans don't agree because you don't understand facts and data.
Oh my God, you Republicans don't agree. You guys hate it that Republicans want people to seize the opportunity in America.
I hate that you don't understand.
No, I hate
now
the
it's
fact
good.
that you can't see.
So now
past
it's good.
that.
You were just telling me how bad it was under Biden. Now it's good.
Here comes Trump, who comes into office. The Republican Party wants nothing more than the American consumer to go into this. No, I've been saying the same thing over and over. You have absolutely no clue about the markets. You're just like a lightweight dean. That is
You're
it.
right.
And you're not even good at it.
Someone said I shouldn't have called him a Republican. He's not a Republican. You're right. That's an insult to Republicans, and I appreciate all the conservative Republicans across the aisle.
You're definitely not a Republican. That's 100%. You voted for Kamala. You were probably like white guys for Kamala, and that's okay.
No, David, I said you're not a Republican.
Oh, I am very much a Republican.
No, you're not.
I am very much a Republican.
You're not a conservative.
I love the fact. Let me ask you this question, since you guys are also, because I'm not going to beat you on this, because no matter what, I do finance for a living, and like I'm going against two people that have absolutely no clue about finance. Let's go to this.
Let me give you my background for a second.
That's okay.
Hush.
I don't really believe that. Anyway, let me. I waited 2 hours not to debate you. I want to go right to.
You just define yours. Let me define.
I'm trying.
Mine.
I have it written down.
You just said you work in finance, so let me give you some background on me. I'm a CPA, MBA. I started off in public, then I moved into strategic finance, and then into fiscal policy, and now I own a professional services firm. But please tell me what you do in finance.
This is wild. Is this how you treat just like the other side? Anytime they go ahead and put facts on the table, you just go ahead and mute them.
No,
Is
when
that
you
it?
constantly grandstand, I have to mute you because we can't get any.
No, it's not grandstand. It's just like I came here to debate you. Leave them on the side because I have 4 more questions and then we can go all in on it. I have all the time in the world.
David,
Are you?
investment is high.
Can we go ahead?
You just
You
told
can
me how
put in.
bad
You
it
can put.
was.
Let me. You
that
can
there
put in. You can put in
you were
9
just
people.
you were just telling me how bad it was that foreign companies were investing under Biden, and now you're
Correct.
saying how great it is.
Correct. No. Retail. See, like you're not listening. It's great that retail in our country, the people, the United States of America, the regular guy, blue collar worker that can now go ahead and invest into the stock market.
That's
I know
always been a
those
thing.
earphones. No, it's not
What
been
new
a thing.
happened?
You know what? I could go right back. You got your boy in here, right? What
new
happened, right?
happened?
Ready? 2020, when Wall Street bets came about and retail wanted to participate in the markets. Guess what happened?
What
before I go, do you know what happened or no?
No, what new happened?
I'll give you AMC and GameStop. What happened every single
So you're saying
when
Biden-
retail? Well, let me ask you a question. When retail came together
You're
and they
doing random
tried to,
trivia.
it's not random trivia. You should know this.
What happened
about
to
this?
what happened to the market in 2020?
It kept on getting halted. So basically, hedge funds and institutions could short a market into zero, okay, into bankruptcy. Yeah, when retail came together and they started making money, it kept getting halted. The stock market every single second got halted. Robinhood wouldn't process trades. Please, when it comes to markets, both of you guys, I don't know where you're from,
What does that have to
but
do with what we're
God
talking
bless
about?
you, man.
What's that have to do with what
I
we're
don't
talking
know
about?
what he's talking
Because
about.
now with Trump in office, Trump, you won't see holes. Trump wants regular Americans investing into the stock market. I don't know what's so funny about that.
He just
So
wants
you're
Don't you
it.
want
saying
regular
Okay.
Americans who work
wants
Biden
it.
day to day,
influenced
9 to
Citadel
5
to
to
put a
invest
halt to
into the
the
stock market?
trading? So Citadel was directed by Biden and the Democrats to halt the trading for retail investors. Is that your
See,
claim?
look at you. See, but you already know what I'm talking about. I'm glad that you know what I'm talking
Thank you,
about.
Kyle,
Anyway,
for
let me move on
$5.
to. Thank you so much.
I know way more than you're talking about.
No,
You
but
have
because
zero
you
clue what
absolutely
you're
don't know.
talking
You're
about.
sitting there on ChatGPT, and I'm
You
telling you
literally
guys
just
right
told
now,
me that I
your
knew what
arguments,
you were talking about.
if you're basing your arguments on ChatGPT or any AI, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have a
Sitting
hard
on my
time.
couch,
Okay,
Anyway,
we
looking
found
at
a news
a
article
can I-
and you
checkerboard.
hated that, and then I found
Can I?
stats and
You
hated
didn't
that.
find anything though. But can I finish the conversation? The 4 points that I wanted to get to, and then you can leave this guy on. Mute him the same way that I wanted to have a conversation with you.
He knows
2
how to
hours I
stop
waited.
talking. You
2
hear that?
hours. I've tried.
You hear
I've
him?
two.
He's being
I'm
quiet.
trying.
You see that?
No, but hold on. It's just me and you, right? You didn't bring up anybody else. I know you need help, but you didn't bring up anybody else during
He
your other
wanted to talk to you
conversation.
about tariffs.
No, but you would not bring up a single other person. I've been here for 2 hours. You didn't bring up a single person, but you know you're about to get your
'Cause I'm
ass handed
getting
to you,
bored. I am
and
not
you're
getting
not.
my ass
No,
whooped here.
and you don't want to have the conversation.
I'm bored.
That's the problem. He or nor you are right. So, like, can I finish the 4 points and that's it? And then
Go
you
right
guys
ahead.
can go ahead
You want to
and
give me
hammer
4
away.
points? 4 different
Well,
points?
I'm going after the 4 points that you talked about today because I really want to know how American you are. Okay, and I
It
want to
should
know
only
if
take
things
2
are
more hours.
good. Can this guy go for a minute and then you can bring it back? Like you can bring it back. I'm not gonna go nowhere. I don't hide. Can me and you
No,
have a one-on-one or
Pickles.
no? Is this
Yeah,
impossible?
Go ahead.
Perfect. Okay. We'll get back to the markets. Maybe you're not well versed, and that's fine. I like having debates. I don't know everything, nor do you. Are you ready? I think it's a phenomenal thing that American citizens, regular Americans that go to work 9 to 5, get to participate in the markets now, and they're encouraged to do so.
Thank you so much to Stephanie for the $40 kick. She says, enjoy the chat, David. David, you have a wonderful day. MAGA, if you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump and why you're not embarrassed to stand next to people like that in a rally. You haven't said anything. Dude, you spent half of the time up here tone policing me, repeating the same thing after I had pretty much pulled the rug out from under you on topics. You would keep repeating claims that I had proven false. It's weird. It's annoying. And you wouldn't answer questions.
Wow, them two guys. They're definitely alumni of Trust Me Bro University. But the one before the last definitely graduated, saw him come loudy. And just, it's amazing. And Pickles, I want to say you have a beautiful singing voice. I love it. That's actually one of my songs. I have my kitty eating playlist has 2 songs on it. It's Cotton Eye Joe and We Are Charlie Kirk. And I carry her flames on my tongue.
Oh my god, dude.
Have a great evening, everyone.
You too.
Great Voice America.
Oh shit. Chat, if you know the lyrics, I want you to sing along with me.
He stood unshaken, a voice in the storm, a man of conviction, a heart reborn. He spoke the truth when the cost was high. He lived for Jesus, unafraid to die. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel, we'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk, his courage our own. Together unbroken, we'll make heaven known.
You can't say that song's not a fucking banger, chat. It's a banger. God. Wow. So uplifting. That is an AI song, yeah. The artist is called Authentic Music. Guys, it's like a workout song. Can we get a cleansing prayer? I don't know if I can do one today. God, I hope I don't get copyright for that. Oof. Was that jelly roll? Oh my god. Can AI be copyrighted? I don't know. I mean, it's got to be yes, right? Jelly Roll would definitely. Jelly Roll's MAGA, dude. He would. Have you seen he's lost a lot of weight? Who'd own the copyright? Whoever punched in the prompt for the AI, I guess. I'm fucking pissed. I love Joe. Oh, he's hardcore. Dude, he's hardcore MAGA. Let me send you a picture of my ear after I got stitched back on, Pickles. Please don't send me that. They think he's dead and has been replaced. No way. Of course they do. Dude, have you guys seen how big Clandis Owens is right now? Dude, Clandis Owens had 150K live viewers yesterday. The Confederate is growing. The Confederacy. She's doing yeah. I think she's lost it. Jelly rolls now jelly bean. She never had to lose. True. Nick and Candace run away together. Dude, she really is. She's like a mixture of like gossip and conspiracy and like this weird catch-all of like all of the alt-right loonies who were Charlie Kirkers. They either went to Clandis or they went to Fuentes. So now the majority of MAGA, it's like fractured because they're all anti-Semitic, like Israel hating. Well, I don't know. Israel conspiracy theorists. You cannot copyright an AI song? Whoa, I didn't know that. She's an opportunist? No, dude, because she's... I mean, yes, but it's not just that. She's crazy. She's a conspiracy. Like, I think she's, like, you know, that's gotta fuck with you that your friend got assassinated. It's gotta, I mean... Candace has been from going to Australia. W. Guys, I was flagged for misinformation a while ago, and we're still doing numbers. W, y'all.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Hey, so since we're on, like, you know, you're on the other side of the aisle from me, or I guess if you want to say that. I really don't like Republicans either. But I wanted to know what you think about this whole Candace Owens, the 1,000 pastors going, because you're not a Christian either. The 1,000 pastors going to Israel to figure out how to defend Israel, and what you know. You're not a Christian and you're a hardcore liberal, so I wanted to know from that perspective.
I don't know about the 1,000 pastures. What happened when 1,000?
Yeah,
can you tell me more about it?
Okay, so like I would consider myself an evangelical Christian, but I belong to a different denomination. We're a missionary denomination. But a lot of these southern, like from Texas, from Arizona, from California, southern evangelical pastors were invited by the Netanyahu government to come over to Israel and go through this seminar on how to defend
Negative
Israel.
propaganda.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get like if you're a Christian, it doesn't matter whether you're a Jew or a Gentile or whoever you are, the idea of Christianity that unless you believe in Jesus, you can't be saved. Jesus is the way to salvation. Now, I don't want to discuss that. I'm just letting you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So when these pastors go and say like, the Jewish folks have some special covenant with God where they can get to heaven outside of Christ, I just find that, because if you want to argue with me, that's fine, because you're not a Christian.
I think it's all crazy, so I think it's double crazy for me, I guess, hearing it.
But my question is, they're freaking out about Candace Owens saying crazy stuff, but as a Christian, what these thousands of pastors are doing is crazy stuff, because they should be over in Israel telling the Jews, hey, I'm an evangelical pastor, come to faith in Christ. That's what they should be doing. You know, so like, what do you think about Candace Owens?
I think she's horrible. I think she's extremely problematic.
In what way? Like, expand on it.
She is anti-Semitic for sure. That's why she got fired from The Wire. She's said a lot of horrible things about Jewish people. She's like, remember the whole Kanye thing? She was around him when he was on his like Nazi trip. She was like all about it.
Right.
And then she like, dude, she grew up. She's with the help of the NAACP. She sued for civil rights for being black, for being mistreated as a black person. And then she went on to start a career talking about how no one needs a white savior and how all of it's bullshit. And I think she's just an opportunist and a grifter for sure. I mean, you could say I grift to a level, but she is like a very like problematic. What she says is just kind of catering to the people who are conspiracy theorists who have like low level thinking, who easily buy into things, and basically this is more interesting than the boring politics. So that she's getting this huge base and giving them these horrible things to go bounce around in an echo chamber, and even when Erica Kirk asks her to chill out, she doesn't. I think it just goes to show it's a weird thing to do about your dead friend. Like, your dead friend's wife wants some privacy and some peace, and she won't give it to her for money, and she's getting 150, and she's reading fucking ad views in the middle of spilling all of this shit. She's like 5 minutes in, listen, the terrorists are coming after me, but first let me read you an ad from Kleenex.
I don't know how all that end of it works, but I mean, as far as, you know, the privacy thing, I mean, Erica Kirk is the CEO of TPUSA, is she not?
I guess against Charlie's wishes.
Regardless of whose wishes, I mean, she is. So if you are going to do that, you're going to have a hard time. Like, I see her go on every news station, liberal.
She's everywhere, but with her kids. Yeah.
But that's the point. She's everywhere, and she's crying and stuff, but she's also at the same time supposed to be the CEO, and we can't question any weird behavior we see. I mean,
listen, yeah, I think she's an actor and full of shit and not a good person. And I think that whole movement, I think Turning Point's a piece of shit too. You're sitting me to sit here and judge her character. Yeah, I think she's fucking horrible.
Wait, Erica Kirk. We're talking about the same person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. So finally, wow, Joseph and Pickles.
Wait, you don't like Erica Kirk?
No, I find the behavior weird. I find that my fellow Christian conservatives and whatever conservatives, MAGA,
you don't think that so the whole like selling a book and holding it on stage while grieving your dead husband and like putting out a completely unconvincing performance raises red flags for you?
You mean holding the back of JD Vance's head? Like if my
I
wife
think that's
ever did that,
I think that's opportunity. I don't think it's fair to talk about that, honestly. I think it's tacky. But like everything else, I think she's fucking full of shit.
so wait a minute. So let's just so your audience is clear. You and I agree. We think that Erica is at least an actress, possibly a handler.
No, I think
You're not going down that
I
road?
think that I think she probably loved Charlie Kirk. She has kids with him. She has every right to grieve, but I think that she's also an opportunist and morally bankrupt, and is like instead of spending time with her fucking kids, helping them grieve their dead fucking dad, she's on news 3 times a day.
I
What the
know.
fuck is she doing? She's just
Well,
it just tells me the whole thing, everything I need to know. It doesn't mean she's in some weird conspiracy. It just means she's a shitty person.
Well, that's my point. Everybody, on my side is talking about how terrible Candace Owens is, but these pastors and Erica Kirk, they all get a pass. And I live right outside of Lakewood, New Jersey. Okay. So you can't call me an anti-Semite. I have standing with the Orthodox, with the Hasidics. I work with them.
That doesn't work. No, that does not work in any situation outside of Jewish people. It especially doesn't work for Jewish people. Your proximity to any minority group does not make you immune to being.
Okay, fine. All right.
Regardless
Let's
of what you
walk
say.
past that. Fine. I agree with you. Let's walk past that. I'm saying that just because but here's the thing. Because I believe that I don't think a foreign government, in this case the Israeli government, but any foreign government, should have any kind of influence over our country, Pickles. That does not make me an anti-Semite.
No, it does, because all you look at is that when you can look at us sending like $40 billion to Argentina, or I don't know, Trump having like weird Hungarian counter-terrorist people in his organization, and him like going and literally doing secret deals behind closed doors with every single country on earth so that they can survive economically.
Yeah, but I'm saying to the extent that, I don't know what the percentage is, 98% of our elected officials take money from Israeli lobbies. Come on. I'm talking about the extent.
Yeah, and the extent is not as like, yes, there's a lot of influence from Israel. They're not taking over the world. You should definitely start looking at everything in the same light, though. Look at Russian influence. Look at all of these other Chinese influence. Look at all of these other things. It's not just Israel, and that's what makes it weird. Like, look at how Russia definitely played an influence in our election, in almost all of our elections, but especially the last 2. Look at how they propagandized us with this anti-funding of Ukraine movement, like, and then. Like, look at how.
Well, Israel funded Hamas, right?
I don't know about all that.
They admitted to today. They admitted. Netanyahu said something to the effect, "Well, we can measure how hot we want to let the candle burn. We can control how."
Every good dictator has controlled opposition to invoke wartime law, kind of like Trump, kind of like Bukele, kind of like Putin, kind of like Netanyahu, who it just so turns out if you just keep a conflict alive long enough, you can just stay in office and not hold any elections. That's what he's been doing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is that's not anti-Semitic. To
But
point
you
that out.
only knowing about Israel is kind of weird.
What do you mean? Only? What do you mean?
Like, you only want to talk about Israel? Like, we pay Israel more than they pay us, but yeah, there's some fishy stuff going on. We should stay away from the guy who's best friends with Netanyahu, who goes to Mar-a-Lago all the time to hang out with him, even outside of presidency.
I'm not going to defend anybody. You know how MAGA I am. You know that. And I am not going to defend Trump with this Israel thing.
Good, perfect. That's fine.
I'm just saying, we have to stop. This is kind of like turning out to be like how racism lost its punch, because everything was racist.
No.
And now nobody cares anymore.
No.
And you got people like Nick Fuentes coming up and outright saying he's a racist, and people are applauding it. Why?
Yeah.
Because the pendulum swung, not because they're racist.
Oh yeah, you'd have to show me how the pendulum on our side had that much momentum. But the thing is, Trump was the gateway drug for this. He's the one who started espousing anti-government conspiracies all day, every day on Twitter and on the microphone, and people they start to have extreme distrust in just the basic fundamentals of like science and medicine.
But pickles, we've been lied about so much. And 10 years ago, if you were doing this 10 years ago, we wouldn't be talking about half of this stuff. So the fact that
before Trump came in and started making all these problems.
No, he didn't make the problems. He exposed the problems.
What did he expose? What corruption can you show me he's exposed for sure?
Well, just the whole Israel thing for starters.
Okay, so he's partaken in corruption.
Listen, when I was a child, right? I got a handful of vaccines, 5 or 6. Now a child gets 77.
No, they don't.
Well, yeah, they do.
77. It's like 12.
From the time they're a baby till they're, I think, 14 or 16, somewhere in that range.
It's very misleading to just say it like that. But all of these things have saved lives. Nothing's wrong with any of them. Like I just had someone come up the other day and it's like, look at all these people. They're just all medicated now. All these old people are medicated. Well, yeah, we have medication for like heart medicine now and all this stuff. Yeah. You're being vague and being very generous with it, but all of these vaccines are good. All of the vaccines. Can you show me a vaccine that's bad?
Pickles, I wasn't vague. I said an exact number.
77?
Well, tell me I'm wrong, but don't tell me I'm vague. I mean,
we know you're exaggerating when you say 77.
Oh, exaggerate. Oh, okay. So you misspoke. You didn't mean to say vague. I gotcha.
Well, you say all these vaccines. Still, you're not specifying like if any of them are good or bad, how that's bad.
I don't know. I can't look it up right now. Look it up. Not that I want to like spend much time arguing, because I do, while you're looking that up, want to like let you know, like, do you know
30 doses.
How many?
30 doses though, but it's 15 vaccines.
Yeah, I don't believe that. I'll have to get back to you. I'll get the proof and I'll get back on with you. But listen, this anti-Semitic thing. Do you know where the word comes from?
Yeah, Semite, anti-Semite.
Right. What is a Semite?
I actually not familiar.
Okay, so a Semite is, remember the Noah's flood? I know you don't believe it, but
a member of ancient modern peoples from Southwest Asia, North Africa, who speak or spoke Semitic languages like Arabic, Hebrew, Aramaic, Aramaic.
Right. It's about language. It's not about skin color. It's not about nationality. It's not about religion. It's simply about language.
But hold on, though its terms use shifted, especially with its co-option in anti-Semitism to specifically target Jews. So like, while anti-Semitism might still be around and present and target these other groups, when we talk about anti-Semitism colloquially, we usually talk about Jewish people.
So there was a group of people called the Canaanites, a tribe that God commanded the Hebrews to go in and wipe out. A lot of people who are, anti-Old Testament, they say, oh man, God's crazy because he wiped them all out, whatever. So those people were the first people that we know of that inhabited the land of Israel, the modern day Israel. So is God an anti-Semite? Right? Because those people were Semites. Every Muslim in the Middle East is a Semite. Every Arab is a Semite. They're all Semites because they come from Shem.
Dog,
remember
you and I are not going to have a problem if you like, you're like, oh yeah, well that will make him a bad person. God is a bad person if you look at it. Yeah, in my eyes, he's a horrible person.
I get you, but I'm just putting that aside. I'm just trying to expose the fact that it was late 1800s evangelical pastors that came up with the term anti-Semite.
All terms are made up.
Oh my God, now you sound like Thor.
Dude, they are. What term's not made up?
They made it up unscientifically to make it sound scientific. It is not a scientific word.
Dude, no words are scientific. Besides scientific ones.
Well, there you go. You just said no words. You just contradicted yourself, Pickles. Come
Dude,
on.
Words don't have to be scientific. When I tell you to chill, you know that doesn't mean to reduce your temperature. You know that means to cool down, to like
relax. I get it.
Relax.
Right.
That is how we do language. When we talk nowadays, we don't have to be super specific because of colloquialism.
No, they made that word up to sound like a scientific word. You see what I'm saying?
It doesn't have to be scientific. Racist. The word racist, is that scientific?
No, I agree with you, but that's my point.
Like, if I say you're a racist, you can't be like, that's a made-up word. That's not even a word used in science.
No.
They made that word up. They literally made that. I think racism is actually very new. It's probably newer than anti-Semitism.
Pickles, you're missing my point.
No, I'm not.
My
You are
point
missing
is
mine.
they made the word up to make it sound like it was scientific, that it had weight behind it, that it was a real thing.
No, it used to mean something very specific, and now the meaning has shifted to mean only one type of the group of people it was meant for.
No, you're wrong. That's what I'm telling you. Look it up. It was made specifically to shield people from Judah, Jews, not Sumerians, even though they're Semitic, not those Jews, not every Jew, just the Judeans that came back from exile.
Look, it just says ancient peoples, Phoenicians, Hebrews, Jews, and Jews was a subcategory, and they honed in, and the people who were being anti-Semitic back in the day, I guess these people were the most targeted, and therefore, when we say anti-Semitic for like 10 years, it definitely meant this. Okay?
What I'm saying is
when I say homeless, that doesn't mean someone doesn't have a home, because literally every homeless person has a home. They sleep behind a business or under a freeway. They have a home. So
it's
we're
not
not
a
going
good
to argue
analogy
about that all day.
No, it's not a good analogy. What I'm telling you is they made that word specifically to shield Jews from criticism.
Okay, what word should we use for people who don't like Jewish people?
I would say anti-Jew. I wouldn't say anti-Semitic. I would say you have a racism of sorts. Like, what do black people get? What do Spanish people get?
But Jews are not just it's an ethno-religion, so it's different.
Right, you can be
black and Jewish.
Right, and that's my point. You can be a Jew anywhere, but your allegiance is still to Judaism. It's not to, say, America or Australia or Israel. You know what I mean?
I don't know if like changing a word is really going to do anything. Like it just sounds like you want to, like, a word that's not as harsh as anti-Semitic. Like you hate that because you want to be able to openly hate Jewish people and not be called it. You just, would you prefer Jew, like anti-Jewish?
Yes.
Because anti-black sounds not as, I mean, it's bad, but it's not as bad as saying you just hate black people or you're racist.
So how do you say, if I hated black people, what would you call me?
Racist?
Right. If I hated
or white
Spanish
supremacist?
people,
I don't know.
If I hated Polish people, what would you
like? White supremacists aren't always, in fact, most of them aren't like all white.
What I'm saying, it's all racism until you get to, like you said correctly, it's an ethno-religious thing. Well, guess what? If you don't like Christians, you're anti-Christian. You don't say some other weird scientific sounding word. Just say anti-Jew.
It's just got too many. I don't know. It's a weird complaint. I don't know.
I know it is, but it just pisses me off. Am I allowed to be pissed off?
It doesn't bother me none.
Because we got a conservatism and a Christianity that's falling apart because of this allegiance to the state of Israel, not Jewish people.
You know what? I agree. The allegiance to the government of Israel needs to stop. The government.
Thank you. Yes, we're friends.
You can hate the Israeli government all you want, but to say you're anti-Jewish, not good.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Every time somebody criticizes the Israeli government, they get called anti-Semitic. That's not fair. That's not right.
I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like we try to be very nuanced on our side over here, but I think when you start alluding to them controlling all the media or just like letting your politicians say that and not holding them accountable, that starts the slippage goes further and further towards just right out okay to hate Jewish people. And
but you know what? And it's not even that. There is no I'm not anti-Jewish. I love Jewish people. It's like the Zionist end of it. It is like, maybe we could call it like I'm an anti-Zionist. Is that okay? I would be fine with that if you called me
But the Christians have manifest destiny, so.
Yeah, but my point is that the Christians should be anti-Zionists, biblically speaking. And that's the hard time we're having right now. And instead of addressing that situation, all we can talk about is Candace Owens.
Candace Owens is definitely creating a bunch of anti-Semitic people.
But the point is, it's not anti-Semitic. It's anti-Zionist. It's anti-Israeli government. It's not anti-Jewish.
I literally have Nazis coming up prouder than ever with their full chest telling me how they don't like Jewish people.
Well, that's a problem. But I think the problem would have been solved by getting Candace off of this subject. And the way you get her off this subject is what? The American government comes out and says, we are not going to be controlled by the government of Israel, or blah, blah, blah. Say something. They've said nothing. The Trump government has said nothing. No state governor has said anything. It's crazy. All these, you got DeSantis, you got, as you can see, I'm on a Republican bent tonight. I'm leaving you guys alone for a minute. You got all these great governors, the dude in the wheelchair in your state. All these great. What'd you call him?
Sittler.
Oh, because that's terrible, Pickles. You're gonna burn in hell over that. But anyway, no. But that's what I'm saying. You got all these guys that are supposed to be, these great America first, blah blah blah. You don't hear nothing. The only thing you hear anything from is a few podcasters.
Well, yeah, they're more concerned about taking over oil tankers. I don't know.
Anyway, all right, man. Well, I'm glad for, I think, the first time we were able to agree about something.
Don't get carried away. Don't you get carried away, okay, buddy? All right.
When I hear you say something stupid, I'll come up and yell at you.
All right, that's cool.
All right, man.
Take it easy.
Bye.
Chat. We're looking for more Trump supporters. If you guys want to debate, hop in the box. Can tell me why you like Trump. Also, y'all should join my Discord. I'm talking about you. Join my Discord. Come hang out with us when we're not live. If you like hanging out with like-minded people, that's where we are. After we're not here, we are in there watching movies and playing video games and saying shit and fart jokes and being productive members of society. Yeah, you. Oh, dude, I love this right here.
What's up, Pickles?
Joner, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, dude? Been long time no see.
Do you got that song ripped yet?
Song ripped?
Yeah.
Dude, how do you remember that? Okay, no, so I'm not even playing. That will happen later this year. I'm making an album with my friend, and you're all over it. I'm not even kidding.
What?
Your tag is all over it, I swear to God. I'm not making this up.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll send it. You actually want me to send it to you when it's done?
Yes.
You remember me asking that?
Yes. I remember a good Joner when I seen one, dude.
Dude, okay, thank you, bro. I don't even know why I joined anymore, but thank you, Pickles, bro. Thank you. I'm just gonna leave on this high note. I'm gonna send it to you when it comes out.
You better.
All right, thank you, bro. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Dude. I respect a good name. Joner's a great name. Y'all, how's everybody Saturday doing? What are we doing tonight? Are we due for tacos tonight? Are we due for tacos? Pickles remembers when he was born. Dude, I actually have a really bad memory. General So's sounds delish. I'm making cat scratchers by hand. Are you just taking old Amazon boxes? I'm wrapping presents. I haven't gotten any presents yet, y'all. Haven't gotten any presents. Guys, I've been up since 2. Been up since 2 a.m. My sleep's good. I'm completely... My life is completely unmanageable. I cannot fall asleep when I want to. And I stay up for like a day and a half and 2 days at a time and shit. And I can't like, I just can't like do this when I'm like up for a day and a half. And it just really fucks me up all the time. Maybe I should drink more energy drinks. Melatonin. I went through like 6 months this year where I was just fucking chucking melatonin gummies. And it just didn't do... I would still just like lay in bed for hours. And I would wake up with like a hangover. I was even taking sleep aid, like those just like generic sleep aids that you get from the store. That's pretty much like the sleepy part of Benadryl. Does MJ make me sleepy? It should. I just have a high tolerance. I don't drink though. I can't drink tequila. I can't drink at all. Trazodone. I've done trazodone. It definitely works. I just wake up with a little bit of a hangover when I do. Melatonin's linked to heart failure? Indica? Haven't heard of scromiting. Sounds like a fun word, actually. Screaming and vomiting? It's from cannabis. The fuck? Trazodone can cause boner issues? Can't have that. Stop staring at screen. Dude, oh man. You guys see this ring light in my glasses? It's just blasting my eyes. Just blasting them for hours. Read a damn book. Because I can't read. Perpetual for hours that won't go away. They have to drain it. What does this again? Think I need me some of that trazodone. Get blue blockers. These are blue blockers. I ain't got no circadian rhythm. I got circadian mind guitar. Which Watch Gone with the Wind. I love that film. Fall asleep every time. Do you guys remember Willow? I feel like that's a good sleep movie. I rewatch Voyager every night. Gone with the Wind, Lost Cosmos. Put Golden Girls or Frasier on every night. The lead actor in Frasier, it's MAGA. Did you guys know that? I just read some like drama about how one of his co-stars talked about like him being really gassy after figuring out who's MAGA. Like he fucking ripped ass on stage all the time. Kelsey was always mad. He always just kind of pissed me. I don't know. Just this thing about him. I don't like him. I'm glad I didn't like him. Give me a number I can call. There's a 71926 719-266-2837. And that's actually the hotline for Call into Oats. If you call it, they play songs such as the hit Rich Girl, Man Eater, and Private Eyes on demand. That's Colorado Springs, is it? Did you really, Lauren? Play the song Sailing. Oh gosh, guys. You're a rich girl and you're gone too far. 'Cause you know it don't matter anyway. There's a cover band in Dallas named the Rich Girls, and they do Hall & Oates covers. They're fucking so fun. They're so badass. Won't let you enjoy. Yeah, you have to have more followers and stuff. I'm feeling the feeling though. Watch Brassic, you'll love it. Do you guys want to do movie night tonight? Hunger, get tacos. Is it taco time? Is it taco time? How's Mini Pickles doing? She is good. My request box, I think it's what Ryan means. No, Ryan's got 0 followers, so that's why. What movie? Is it Christmas movie time yet? Let's watch Jingle All the Way. I'm a cop, you idiot. What about Micro Pickles? It's average. Jamie, it's me. Jamie. Die Hard is Christmas. I've already watched it like twice this year already. Put the cookie down. Put the cookie down. Who's your daddy and what does he do? I used to do a good Schwarzenegger. I can't really anymore. National Lampoon? I couldn't really ever get behind it. I'll be skipping X's movie nights. Dang. You like my walk-in? You like my impressions? Chris's art is death. He's about to paint his masterpiece. Unless it's Die Hard. We can watch Die Hard 2. Is it a Christmas movie? Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie. Again? It is a Christmas movie. Yeah. Yeah. They're all Christmas? You don't need 1,000, Ryan. You just need to like have a matured account. You just need to have like it needs to be like a week or two old. Get a handful of followers, follow some people. You literally follow one person. 1 and 2. I know 1 is. Anything's a Christmas movie you want it to be. He can join an agency. I'll come back in a week. Just made this account today. I never had TikTok. Oh, okay. I have 69 followers in live access. Yeah. Bad Santa. I'm so down for Bad Santa. I'm so down for that, actually. 1, 2, and 3. The Interview is a Christmas movie? Is it really? You know what's sad? I don't think I've ever seen Rent. I dare you to watch a Hallmark movie. My life is a Hallmark movie. How much water have I drank today? I've got an almost empty Owala. Do we have any Owala people out there, guys? Owalas are so badass because they have, you can like pour it out, but they have this little thing right here. It's this little fucking like straw ussy, and you can just drink it like a straw. You can get them on my TikTok shop. I'm just kidding. I'm a Yeti girly. Sorry. But the year it came out on Christmas, so Netflix, a lot of people watched it. Okay. Taylor Swift. No, I'm not watching that. Terminal Castaway. Is that technically a Christmas movie? Yes, 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 yes. You might convert me from a Stanley. You need to check these out. Okay. Here's what's going to do it. All right. It fits in a cup holder because it's thin. But it turns into, like, this turns into a holster. But you can buy upgrades for these. So this came with a plastic straw. I bought the stainless steel one. And that's what really sold me, just buying an upgrade for it. And you can put stickers on it. It comes with stickers. Now you got to clean your straw. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always had a straw. You just got to clean a steel one now. I'm too much of a Yeti ho. I don't fuck with water bottles? You should. It builds good habits, and it saves us from using a bunch of plastic. Yeti's top tier. Does it keep hot drinks hot? No, can't do hot. Maybe one of the new ones. Actually, they just came out with a new Awala. What kind of person doesn't have an emotional support water bottle? Exactly. Yeti hose in the house. Awalas rise up. Awalans. Zulu. Soda Stream. Are those ones the packets that you can buy? Oh, I want one of these. Yeah. Does Ninja have one? Oh, the price is not visible, which scares me. Choose a bundle? The fuck does that mean? Oh, $79. $69. Buy the hydration pack. The starter kit. The carbonation bundle. Soda Streams Israel. Alright, guys, come on. Come on. But don't buy it. Is Ninja American? I mean, I'm sure it's all made in China. Oh, the thirsty drink system. That's what Ninja calls it. Oh my god. And they've got a whole ecosystem with fucking pods and everything. Dude, this is such a dystopian thing. Save time and hassle from rebuying carbonated drinks. Don't let them go to waste. But also buy our proprietary carbonated drink system capsules at the cheap price of God knows fucking what. I'm sure. Like, just fucking mix it in afterwards, dude. You don't need a thing that injects it before. Come on, dude. I got you a movie theater and butter popcorn to bring home. You better bring it on in. Don't tell us what we need. I have no room left on my countertop at all. If you guys saw my countertop, you'd probably unfollow me. When you can debate why Biden doesn't suck, Biden's awesome, dude. Biden's the man. Love Biden. I would let him play with my earlobe like a creep and even sniff me if he wanted to. What are you doing, Craigslist? All right, y'all. I think we are going to segue into like hang out, maybe maybe gaming, taco. I don't know. And we love Obama more, but never bought merch. Thank you for that, Debbie. I love that. Is it friendly time? We could do friendly time. We could do friendly time. Let's do friendly time. Did I get any good debates today? We had a few. We had I mean, they were all crash outs, I think. Do you guys want to do friendly time? You guys want to come up? Friendlies, if you want to come up, friendlies, hop in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, hop out of the box. Deport yourself. Hello, how are you, Gracie?
Hi, Pickles. I'm good. But I do want to tell a story. And I want to tell it because I want to give this dog I want people to know its name and how special he was for the short time he was here. But I told you that I got a new puppy, and he was a little Chihuahua. He was 9 weeks when I got him. And 1 week to the day that I got him, he started having breathing problems. And so my brother's a veterinarian here in the Phoenix area. So I took him in the very next morning, and my brother listened to his heart and said, "This dog's got a heart murmur." So I ordered a EKG on him. They had a cardiologist come to the office and do it, and his little valve from his heart to his lungs was too small. It was like a genetic type thing. And I called around. The soonest I could get him into a cardiologist was going to be Tuesday, and this was on a Friday. And by Saturday, his body had, my brother had given him a beta blocker and these Lasix to draw the fluid away from his heart, so he didn't have so much pressure, because this dog weighed 1.4 pounds. And all he was doing was trying to catch his breath constantly. And so we had to put him to sleep.
I'm so sorry.
It was like I cannot believe like how much this little dog meant to me in that short, week that I had him. And it was just heartbreaking. But anyway, I guess, like they say, like, they come into our lives, and it's like his lifetime was just gone in a blink.
What was his
But
name?
he was so special. I named him Walter.
Oh,
Yep. Walter White's one of my favorites.
that's right.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could show you a picture of him, but he was just a really happy puppy for a week and then just constantly trying to breathe.
Poor baby.
But
Poor
we all
baby.
know how special our dogs are and everything, so
Yeah. Yeah. I'd stab someone in the neck for my dog.
yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to bring you guys down. It's kind of a downer story, but
No, yeah.
you
No.
know,
Thank you for sharing that with us. And
yeah, thank you for letting me. I mean, yeah, I just really I've never had anything like that happen to me. I can say, like, I guess it is smart maybe to, get a dog vet checked before you get them, but a lot, it just wasn't that way with him, and I just took my chances.
someone said, "Am I with
So,
cleft palate?" No. Yeah. Yeah. We're sending you love, Gracie. That's brutal.
thank you. So what do you think you're going to do with this? Because, it's not you. I mean, you can watch debates any time of day and nobody's getting anybody.
I was
Is
actually
it going to,
doing pretty good. I actually had a few more people.
in the beginning?
Yeah, and also people on YouTube.
Yeah, I know I need to get more traction from there.
Yeah, I don't think it's going too bad right now. I think like Trump does nothing but try to push things that we fight over. So I don't think this is going anywhere.
I don't think he's going to last that much longer.
I
Like
heard
his
someone say that
health is,
yeah,
he's bad.
yeah.
There's a lot of cracks. A lot of cracks are happening.
But I don't know. I think there's plenty of this to do. I also just need to start diversifying my content and
Yes.
do more of just like covering things happening.
Yeah. We need to get some guest speakers or something.
Hundreds quarantined in South Carolina. Measles outbreak. What to know about the current
So any more tattoos coming soon?
It might be a bit. I've got to save more, and Christmas time is probably not the most opportune time. But yeah, maybe in the following months. I really want more, but it's expensive, and it also like really tripped things up when I got that infection.
Oh
Kind of made me
yeah, that was
hesitant.
scary.
Yeah. Platforms for people
Yeah,
running for office. Yeah, that'd be great. There's a few that have gone MAGA hunting. I wouldn't mind doing. It's kind of hard for me to do this the way I do, but I think I can figure it out.
yeah, you have the people that are those on those panels of 6 or whatever, and it's like 1 against 5. You have to be loud and really quick,
Yeah.
and just like bust your thoughts through, and unless it's a super civil panel, but I don't really see many of those. Maybe on Santana's lives they're a little bit more civil.
Yeah.
But I go into them and just listen, and then I can't take more but an hour of it. Everything's so ass backwards. It just makes me feel like I'm in some alternate universe or something.
Chat. It's not her fire alarm. She has a bird that's chirping.
Oh yeah, you hear her.
Yeah.
Fire alarm. I forget about her in the background.
That's funny.
Hi, Gracie.
What kind of bird is it again?
She's a yellow-headed Panama Amazon. So she's a big green thing
Wow.
with the yellow head. And when she spreads her feathers, she's got red and blue underneath them.
Wow. That's cool.
Can you say something? Can you do a bird? Can you do a chicken? Can you do a chicken? Do a chicken. I can't whistle because she loves to whistle. So my sister comes over and whistles to her. Can you make a whistling noise? She's trying to answer you back.
When I get into multi-panels, I just scroll past because it's just an infinite argument circle. Yeah, I know. Yeah, too many people want turns. You reopen arguments that already settle. It just gets it's on and on. Yeah, I hate it.
There's 275 people in here and nobody else wants to come up.
Yeah, friendlies, you're welcome to come up for a sec. I am just kind of chilling until we get off, maybe for a few, maybe 10, 20 more minutes. I don't know.
I like Matt. Do you know Matt? Politics Matt? Yeah, I really like listening to him in the evening. He's got this kind of controlled anger thing that he has going on. He's very passionate, but he's very smart.
Yeah, he is. Pickles and Matter, my favorite. Dang. W's. Guys, I think I'm going to hop off. I'm going to hop off and get some food and play some video games. Keep your notifications on for Discord if you guys want some movies. We'll be doing that later. I'll let y'all know. I'm also kind of feeling like watching Ted Lasso. I don't know if you guys have seen Ted Lasso.
I've never seen that. My sister loved it.
It's so good. It's so wholesome.
Oh, that would be great to watch.
Yeah. I'll join for that, Lauren says. All right, let's just do Ted Lasso. There's Christmas in that somewhere. Let's do that. All right, chat. I love y'all. I will see y'all on Discord.
Bye.
All right, bye, y'all. Bye.